Timelines. Stick to the timeline.
All right, John, do the intro and the start and all the good stuff.
Oh, man.
We are live.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the next episode of Beauty, Beast, and the Beard. We are here with Mr. Billy Rose of Mutation Creation. MC Big Boss.
Big whoop on that one.
What's going on?
Hey, what's the weather like today in Canada?
Ooh.
It was snowing. It snowed. There's snow on the ground. It was cold, but I don't know the exact temp. It's probably -2, -5. Nothing so crazy. Tomorrow's gonna be +5 and sunny. Yay!
That's about what it's supposed to be here tomorrow. I think we're gonna hit. We do Fahrenheit. I think it's gonna be in the mid-40s is all it's gonna hit. So really chilly.
Very cold for West Texas. There is snow on the ground, and my horses are shivering.
Oh no!
I'm avoiding
my little mini horses. Their beards are about out to here. They're very long and fuzzy right now. Our pigs have extra hay in their little huts.
Pigs. You picked up another one?
Well, I guess he's still a solo pig for now. A bachelor boar.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that guy.
John loves our pig. He got to transport him when we moved to Texas. And
nothing like wrangling a freaking pig and carrying him to your truck in your arms.
And moving livestock enclosures. That's even funner.
Ooh, yeah. What we do for our animals, it's unreal.
I know it. We've got to talk about your new place, but let's get into the show.
Okay, sure. Billy, you've really blown up on YouTube here in the last couple of years. I actually went through and looked. Your very first video was an ALS challenge, and got to see your bare ass on that.
Yep.
And
sweet cheeks, by the way.
Thanks.
So
little hairy, but you know,
Canadian cheeks.
So tell us about when you decided that you wanted to start trying to do something on YouTube. What was your thought process?
It wasn't actually a process to sort of think about getting into YouTube and doing a whole new thing. I didn't even realize that you could be monetized. It was just something when I knew what people were doing it. I used to watch it like Ralph Davis and Brian Barczyk on Snake Bites, and it was like, you know, who'd want to see me? I mean, I was always odd, and you know, I have my tics and ADHD. I talk with my hands. I'm super hyper. And I'm like, you know, the one of the reasons why I started, and it's funny to start filming my egg cutting, was because back in the day, a lot of people were messaging me saying, "Hey, Billy, can I see this? You know, the animal. You know, can I see the parents? Can I see, you know, the proven breeder, the mom? Can I see her on eggs? How many did they have?" So I'd be like, "Oh, cool." Sending all these pics to random people. And then next thing you know, people are selling my animals and using my pictures. Like, "Oh, here's the proven breeder on eggs. Here's the mom. Here's the clutch. Here's the lock." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Those are my pictures." So I'm like, wow. And I'm like, okay, you know, you want to see pictures now? I'm not going to send pictures. Now I'm going to start filming it and documenting it. So somebody watches it, go to my YouTube and you can see the clutch. And even now, you still see people stealing stuff. And even to this day. But YouTube to me was just something I wanted to document and sort of have it for history. Because before I actually really got into using my cell phone for pictures, I mean, my whole past, I don't have a lot of pictures. You know, the era now, everything's documented. So if you want to see me with long hair, I'd have to find the 1 or 2 Polaroid picture somewhere if I still have it. You know, now everybody can just, you know, go to their phone and say, you know, November 2014, boom, everything's here.
I'll throw a super chat up on Monday if you can find one of those Polaroids, Billy. I'm just saying.
I had a perm. My hair was down to here. Oh my God. It was crazy. Wow. Like, yeah, if I show you some old pictures, you're going to go, what the fuck? Crazy. But YouTube just came and starting to get better at it and more comfortable in front of a camera. When Austin came along, we started filming more and more of a, hey, everybody, it's Billy from Mutation Creation, and sort of getting behind it, because now I had somebody holding the camera. And even if you see the older ones, when we're using the iPhone or the Samsung, you can see the difference in quality and how comfortable I am now. And even with the new, the gear that we have, it's more professional. The quality's better. I can just talk in front of a camera so easy. It's natural. I don't have to worry about, oh, I said something wrong. Oop, I screwed up. I do that all the time. So it's natural. So you're going to see it. Bringing a lion on just turned what we had into something 10 times better and easier. And I didn't have to worry about trying to edit everything. It was just, you shoot, cool, here you go. You do your thing, I go do my thing. And we all get together, do what we do, and then just move away, and everybody gets their work done.
So did you bring Lord of Lion on just for the YouTube, or was he supposed to be helping with the snakes when you brought him on?
Well, actually, I brought Lord of Lion on. So how I met him was in 2018. In 2018, I had the CRBE. We had the CRBE here. It's our big show. And I had my first ever contest, the Mutation Creation Contest. And I flew, whoever was the winner, I flew them into the facility. And, Justin Kabilka was there, Ozzy, Brian Barczyk, Miguel, Brian Cusco. A whole bunch of people showed up. And it was just such a great event. And when they were there, Brian Cusco, Brian Barczyk, even Miguel was like, hey, man, where's Lord of Lion? Like, who? I never even knew who this guy was. Never watched YouTube. I've always been busy. I wasn't even on a YouTube really to watch YouTube. And I'm like, he's going, you got to see this guy. His videos are awesome. I can't wait to meet him. I'm like, who is this guy? And then when we vended at the show, there's Lord of the Lion. They're talking to him now. I'm like, I've never even seen this guy ever. Meanwhile, Lord of the Lion would be vlogging every show, every single time. I was just so oblivious to it, or working or selling animals or talking. I just didn't even realize that, he probably passed my table and probably filmed me 100 times prior. So when he came aboard, actually before that, so at that CRBE, the very first night, we have a private dinner with a bunch of guests and the contest winner and some other breeders here in Canada, and a few other people that come up and visit. And we go to a restaurant, and Miguel and Brian said, hey, man, do you mind if we bring Lord of Lion? And I'm like, yeah, we got some spaces. Sure. You just can't sit at the main table because it's spoken for. But yeah, sure, bring him. And him and his brother, and I believe his cousin or both of his brothers, came up. And we talked a little bit. But, we had a big gathering. It was great. And then 2 or 3 days later, I actually said, look, what? Let me see what this Lord of Lion guy's all about. So I go in, YouTube, Lord of Lion. I probably spelt it wrong 100 times. I finally found it. I started watching. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's awesome. Holy shit. He always, that bam, and different things. I'm like, wow, this guy's talented. I mean, he's young. He's great. I can see why people watch him. Some of the things he talked about and some of his skits and his rapping, and it just, the editing was just like, wow, man, this is awesome. So I watched them a few times, and then I had another idea, and it was with Patreon, actually. I saw all these people on Patreon, selling memberships for Patreon, but really, in my opinion, didn't have anything to sell. And, I saw a few people that were utilizing that money, buying new stuff for them. Hey, look at my new racks I bought with the Patreon money. Hey, look at my new car I bought, or my new motorcycle, or whatever the hell they were doing with the Patreon money. And I'm like, so people are paying to watch these people, and they're spending the money on shit for themselves. Like that makes no sense. So I was sort of upset with it. I'm like, you know what? I mean, I have 18, 19 years. I've been doing this for so long. I've been helping people before I even started Patreon, over and over and over again, many people. And it was just like, you know what? If people are going to do this, I want to try to do something different. So, but I want to do it better, and I can't use my editing skills and my, silly phone, to film for Patreon. And I brought him in and we started it. And I started Patreon about maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2. And it started doing well. And then I had some problems with the mic. We did a lot of recordings. And all the audio was fucked. And it was really, oh my God, like I just did 3-4 months of shooting and now you're telling me that it's garbage. Well, the video is great. Yeah, but if you're sitting here, me doing this and, it's not cool. You know what I mean? Maybe for mimes, I mean, I don't know, or deaf people, if they can figure out what I'm talking about. But it was just like all that time. And we were filming females of the development, what to look for, see how she's bull wrapping. This is what you look for in scale separation and the tail suck and the tenting and her burrowing or nesting. And we did that with 3 or 4 females and we're going to put it all together and it's just all garbage. And I was just really deflating. So I ended up telling everybody that was on the Patreon, like, hey, you know what? I'm not really going to post anymore. I got to do a bunch of things. And it sort of fizzled. And then back in April, I had the time because of COVID. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do my other job anymore. My other company, I'm going to close. I'm just going to do this. Let's start it up and do it the way. Now I'm fresh. I'm new. Me, Lion, and Austin had that better, that feel together because we've been working so long together. And, we started it and it's been very successful, which I'm glad. But during that time, so Lion was just brought in to film, but he would come over all the time and film and hang out. And I don't know if it was Austin or me or even him. He might have said, hey, man, do you mind if I help out? Or I don't even know. And the next thing you know, he's hired and cleaning racks and part of the team. And it just sort of evolved. But he originally was only coming to film. That's it. And he didn't even, he might have had a ball python as a pet, but he wasn't into breeding and anything like that. And I guess watching me in Austin and what we were doing and even Chris from the Reptile Ward on the weekend, all hanging out and talking and going, oh my God, look what I bought. Look what I did. And the excitement. And then him watching us or editing the filming of us cutting eggs and the excitement. He was like, dude, I got to get into this more. And he started learning. And now, he's had a lot of successful clutches. And next year, his collection's growing and you're going to start seeing him progress and do a lot better year after year, which is what everybody can do. So it's pretty amazing how he just came into film and just being around us, he wanted to be a part of it. And I think that's what's great about when people message me saying, hey, Billy, I watch you on YouTube and you inspire me. You're in energy and excitement. And I don't even know I'm doing it. I fucking love this shit. It's just so fun for me and I love it. And see other people that want to be a part of it because of the way I am, I think it's amazing. So it's just a blessing, But Lord of Lion is a huge part of our team. And, we wouldn't be as big as we are without everybody's, key, part of what we do.
So he came in and started shooting videos for you. Does he go through and look under the Google keywords and things like? No, AdSense is something else. The keywords to try to find the stuff that's gonna bring stuff to bring people to your channel.
Yeah. Now, so back in the day, now I'm trying to sort of follow the guidelines and I'm trying to do a daily vlog or a daily video. But back in the day, if you watch my videos, some were 20 minutes long, 32 minutes long, 12 minutes long. I would post at 8 o'clock at night, 5 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, whenever. And I didn't care. When other people saying, oh, there's a sweet spot, like 11 to 14 or 11 to 15 minutes. If you post on these times, on these days, you get, on the algorithm. And I'm like, dude, you know what? If I'm going to fucking turn the camera on and talk for 32 minutes, I don't give a fuck what YouTube or anything else wants. I'm just going to put it out there. Oh, but people, they only watch for 4 or 5 minutes and then they leave. Well, then if they don't watch the other 22 minutes, then they're losing out. I don't care. I'm doing this for me. I'm documenting it. I'm putting it out there. And I'm not going to follow guidelines. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, hey, Billy, you got 2 minutes left to talk. Well, if I got 7 minutes to talk still, or, why am I going to cut it short? It's just, to me, I don't want to be, in these boundaries where I just want to point, shoot, and go. So doing that, some of my videos do really well, some of them don't. But I didn't really care because I wasn't utilizing YouTube as an income. It was more of something cool, but it started growing, and people, it's unreal how fast I grew in the last year and a half, 2 years. And, a lion will probably say, oh yeah, it's because it's me.
I think that has a lot to do with your reputation, though, coming into it. Like, you had already been in the game for so long, and you had that reputation for quality in, quality out already, and now everyone finally had the opportunity to see it firsthand and see everything you do, and that excites people. And I remember, when did we first talk? I think it was like 2 years ago when we first talked, and you spent an hour over the phone with me, and he was like, "This best thing you could do as someone fucking starting out is just document the process, show everything."
Yeah. And the thing is where I came from in this industry to where I am now, half the people watching or out there or that will watch this, you'd be like, screw this. No one was helpful. Everybody just wanted your money. Nobody would, and they'd sell you the shittiest animals. People would scam you. There was no community. There was people that loved snakes that had similar interests, but there was no community. You couldn't go and do a collab. You couldn't go to someone's place. Nobody wanted to show you anything. Everybody was hiding everything. And then now, it's like I'm in a position now where I have a following and I can sort of do something about it. And I mean, even when I said the stickers, I said, hey, everybody have stickers, send them. I had a few people collect them for me in the US. I had an idea and I was going to do a sticker ceiling. And when I started doing that, people were like, what the hell, Billy? And I'm like, hey, if no one likes it, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to do it. I think it's cool. I used to collect hockey cards and baseball cards. I actually had a business, when I was 21 to 23 years old. And I had 2 stores selling baseball cards and all types of memorabilia. And to me, I like collecting. I like having something. And if I could collect things that other people are proud of in a hobby that I love, why not? And then use my channel to shout them out. And then next thing you know, people started sending me shirts. Hey, can I send you a shirt? Cool. Next thing you know, now it's like it's like a trend. Everybody's promoting themselves. Sticker this, sticker swaps. I think it's fucking amazing. It excites people. It gets people to back in the day, no one knew who the hell I was. I put a lot of work in, and then Mr. Justin Kabelka come up in 2017. And he did a video called Freeway Madness at my facility. And from there, my numbers started going up because people that knew who Justin was and followed him and his awesome work and what he stands for, like, oh shit, who's this Billy guy? Let me check it up. Mutation Creation. Oh, wow, look at this guy. And then it just sort of, keep doing it. So by Justin promoting me or being there, got other people to notice me. And I got people from from Europe calling me saying, hey, Billy, I've seen you before, but, I saw your video on Justin. Wow, I've seen your stuff. It's almost like, Justin going, hey, guys, go follow Billy. He didn't say that. He just put a video out and people followed me. And then other people follow. So if it's like, well, if somebody can do that just by doing a video, why can't I do it with people that are just starting out or trying to get, turn their hobby that they've been doing for a while into a business? What does it hurt? And that's why I still have my mail Mondays, because I used to have, hey, we're going to do egg cutting. We're going to open mail. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Our videos were all over the place, Oh, Billy's going to make a sandwich and then cut eggs. Oh, he's got some mail today. He's going to open up the mail. Oh, he might take a dump. Oh, crowd. You know what I mean? It's you never knew what you were going to get. Now we're sort of saying, hey, today's egg cutting day. Hey, today's mail Monday. We're going to do shout outs of the weeks on Wednesday, except right now, because of the move, we just got the TVs up. So we're working on a YouTube room that should be done in about 2 weeks at the facility. So we're still going to have segmented stuff instead of a jambalaya of stuff, you know, so it's going to be segmented. And then I want to do stuff like other videos that are just sort of different. So we're going to put a lot of time into that. But for me to, you know, have a channel that people, you know, love what they do and they're excited and they send me a sticker. I open it up, I read a letter, show the sticker, show the shirt. It gets other people going, hey, I just found this person. Brian Barczyk is another person. In 2018, when he came to the facility, he did a vlog as well. And after that vlog, I got an extra, I think, 15,000 followers within the next 2 weeks from when he posted his video. You know, oh my God, I saw Brian at your facility. Wow, Brian's awesome. Wow, you have some sick stuff. I can't believe, wow, what an amazing party. Justin, Ozzy, Miguel, Brian Cusco. Wow, that must have been crazy. You know, good for you. I love your facility. Wow, if I'm ever in Canada, can I come? It's a buzz that he just did because he has a following and he has, a platform. And now I do, and I can do it for, you know, anybody that sends me a shirt in or anything that I see someone does something amazing or make something great. I can just take it, share it on my story. Hey, check this out. Hey, go help this person. And it works. I mean, Shane from Small Town Exotics, Precious Pythons.
Killing it.
Yeah, Antoine from High Desert Pythons. You know, we gave them shout outs at 400, help them get the 500. Now they're at 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5, 6 months later. It's not just because of us, but it's like, here's a little push, guys. Here's a little push.
Right.
And I know they're thankful for it, but it's also, we give them a little push, but they're rolling with that push and they're moving forward. If I give you a push and you don't post and you don't do work, your numbers aren't going up.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
100%, you know? So, and a lot of people say, hey, Billy, can you follow me? Can you follow me on Instagram? And I go, let me look. They got like 3 posts. Nothing's related that no, put some work in, you know, get 20, 30 pictures, start posting on a regular basis, post shit that I want to see, you know, and then I'll follow you. But at the same time too, if you don't keep posting, like, why am I following somebody that doesn't want to post? The reason why I follow you is because I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what you're making. And you can't be embarrassed about what you have. Or I only have this. Well, fuck, that's better than a lot of other people. Like, you can't have that mentality. You know, not everybody can have $20,000, $30,000 snakes. I fucking didn't when I started, but you know, I do now. You know why? Because I busted my ass to get here. So can you. Anybody can. And I just hate how people just throw the towel in before they even get in the ring. Get in the ring and feel the sweat and, you know, dance around a little. You know, take a little jabs, move. You know, you're going to get better. You know, no MMA fighter just, I shouldn't say that because you never know. People have natural talent, but you know, no one's just gonna hop into a ring and just be like, you know, the next oh my God, George St. Pierre. You know, it took him years and years and studying and you know, and I'm sure he got in when he first started. He got the shit knocked out of him a few times, but guess what? Got back up, learned. What did I do? How did I fail? Let's get better. Where's my weaknesses? You work on them, and guess what? Fucking champ. You know, it's like that with everybody. No one just walks in and is the best at everything, you know, just takes everyone out. You got to put work in and you're going to have failures in order to get to the successes. So it's really, you know, you're going to get your lumps, you know, take it and move forward.
Well, I hate to say this, but you hear that a lot. Like when you're talking to Cusco, he's saying, you know, keep consistent, putting out videos. But when you're saying you do the work, talk about the blood, sweat, and tears that are involved with that work. What does that mean for you?
In what? Just for social media or for my business in general?
Well, it's kind of intertwined right now, isn't it?
I don't know sometimes whether I'm coming or going where I left off. It's crazy. And then, you know, we just started getting comfortable. You know, we have a collection of 2,000 animals. We produce anywhere between, you know, 1,000 to 1,200 babies a year. Social media, doing this, you know, started the podcast. You know, we started Patreon on a sort of a full-time scale, and we were just getting comfortable. We got the podcast down, and we had a new, you know, person come on the team. and it was like, wow, this is running smooth. Catherine, she came aboard, and it's like perfect fit. Wow, this is great. Wow, this is, I can feel the tension going off. Oh, let's buy a new fucking facility, and let's, spend 3 months, putting more weight on that I can't hold. And it's nuts. I mean, the grind, it's, you really, everybody messages me, or they'll say something, oh, I can't wait to be your size one day. You got to really be careful what you ask for, because first of all, you got to love it, and you got to sacrifice a lot. I'm there 7 days a week. And if I'm not there, I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a day on the phone, looking for stuff, paperwork, learning, buying, selling, helping people. There's never really an end. Emails and messages, I get hundreds and hundreds a day. It's crazy. I don't think anybody, even if they were making crazy money, could do this if they didn't love it at my level or bigger.
I agree.
It's a lot of work. You've got to open up and appreciate everything. The animals. I get excited when I get a lock. Oh my God, I got a lock. Yeah. Still, 18 years later, when I get eggs, when I cut eggs, it's still as exciting as day one. If this was just like, here you go, what's it? Oh, you got a world's first 5-gene clown pied. Oh, cool. How much is that worth? It's not going to, first of all, if that was your attitude, you would make money, but you wouldn't be here long, because that animal that you just produced that you sold for 20 grand, yeah, it fed your pockets. But you know what? That animal you're going to need 2, 3, 4 years down the road to keep reproducing it and growing your collection. And if you don't prepare and hold stuff back and think about your future and enjoy it, you're not going to do well. You'll do well for 2 or 3 years and go, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this isn't fun. And you'll see yourself level off if you're only about the money, because you're going to sell off stuff, like the monsoon stuff. Most of the monsoons I'm going to be producing, I'm going to be holding back until I can produce and have an army of them. So,
Right.
I could make $50,000, $60,000 selling off some of the stock I had over the last year or two. But you know what? Watch what I'm going to make and create and take it to the next level. And move forward with that project, for one, to excite me to have these amazing animals and these combos that I could be maybe one or one of few in the world that have them growing up in my collection to appreciate and love, and push the hobby or that gene or that project to higher levels from what I do with it to excite other people. If you just took that and sell it off, that other person is now, doing what you should be doing, but you got a paycheck. That paycheck's only going to come in so long. And if you're not thinking or growing or solidifying your projects for the future, that money's going to come, and it's going to come less and less and less, because if you're not making cooler stuff or promoting or getting these odds, I mean, when you have 1 in 16 odds and you have 1 or 2 females and you don't keep that male, that now it takes it to 1 in 4, you sell it for $15K. Well, every year you're still chasing the 1 in 16. That's dumb. You want to get there to get 1 in 4, and then 1 in 2, and then 1 to 1. And you want to be in that. And you can't do that unless you love it. And to be my size and put the amount of work in, and plus having a team. You hear horror stories. You hear these people that do breeding projects, breeding loans together. Cool, 1 or 2 animals, and they're fucking each other over it. It's like, what the fuck? This is supposed to help you both. Oh, he said this. Oh, I got this. And someone's sour. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You help people. I've gone through a lot of staff and people, that'll come in and they realize it's like, holy shit, this is a lot of work. It's not really for me. And they've moved on, or they come in and they're not reliable, et cetera, et cetera. With Austin, great fit, perfect fit. Lion, same. Catherine, same. Chris and Nick from the Reptile Award, they've come and they've dug through the trenches with me. When I wasn't on cocoa and I was on paper, we would literally do, 1,500 to 2,000 tubs in a week, sometimes twice. And I mean, full cleaning, full sterilizing. Now we spot clean and do things a lot differently. So now we're going through the collection twice a week. But I mean, the amount of work, like our Sundays were gone. Wednesday after work, they'd show up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. We'd work 10, 11 o'clock at night. It was crazy, Yeah. But you know what? We loved it. We talk about snakes. Hey, what about this? Blah, blah, blah. And just, you need to love this to be my size. And if it's about the money and you don't love the animals or think in the future, like I said, you're going to fizzle out. But the amount of work in emails, taking pictures, dealing with the emails of those pictures and selling those animals, posting, doing social media, doing podcasts and lives, and then cleaning, feeding, preparing. It takes me 2 to 3 months just to get my pairings of my 300-400 females. What am I going to put to them? Are they ready? Ultrasounding. We probably spent 5 hours ultrasounding this week. Wow. Crazy.
So that leads me to my question. I've been kind of letting the guys hog you a little bit, and that's okay. Yep. They're excited. So I was wondering. Okay?
Give me a second.
I know. John can't even talk over there. JD can't shut up. Just kidding. So I was just wondering what your process was for choosing and selecting your breeding projects. And do you do that solely, or do you confer with your guys sometimes?
I have done all my pairings probably up to about 3 years ago, maybe 2, but at least I would say 2, if not 3. I sort of know what I wanted to do because I made or bought animals for certain projects. Right. So I sort of had a vision where most of my animals in my racks or that I bought were going somewhere. But then during that time, as you all probably know, or you will find out, I'm going to do this and this next year. And then 4 months later, holy shit, did you see what he did? What's in it? Holy shit, I got a female that I can use. Okay, screw that male. Let's get this other male. You're always shifting and moving around, trying to, get into that project or make that animal that someone does. And on the flip side, holy shit, that's what it is? Oh, I was going to make those next year. Oh my God, that's horrible. I ain't doing it no more. Okay. Nope, let's do something else because that's hideous, So you really got to pay attention that what's out there, what people are doing. And that's another reason why I think I follow so many people. I want to know. I want to know what people are making. I want to see what they're doing. I want to know who's the king of this and who's the king of that and who's this and that. So I can follow and learn from them, either their mistakes or their successes. If you're looking at the market and you type up a certain animal, there's 500 for sale right now. Why the fuck do I want to make any more next year? Because there's going to be 1,000 already plus the shit that I make. You really got to put a lot of effort into this. It's not just, I'm going to buy cool snakes. I'm going to make a project and put them together and make these animals and sell them off. Not if there's 5,000 other people doing the same thing. You've got to study the market. You got to see what's on Morph Market, see what's in demand. And here's a little tip for people. One of the reasons why I like to answer my messages and I like to speak to so many people is because when they ask me, I'm listening. Okay. I'm going to tell them a lot and they're listening, but I absorb what they're telling me. If 5 out of 6 emails, hi, Billy, do you have any clowns? Hi, Billy, do you have any clowns? Hi, I'm looking for this clown. And then, you get 5 of those. And then on the 6th one, it's like, hi, I'm looking for a pied. Cool. Well, what the fuck do I want to make a lot of? Not pieds, clowns. Because everyone's fucking asking for them. There's a market. You got to, you really got to see what people are asking for, what people are looking for, what people are posting. When people put a post of something up, what's going viral? Oh, wow, look at this guy. He's, look at the snake. It's going nuts. Like when the Pompeii dropped, fucking the internet crashed. Morph Market crashed. You know what I mean? Cool. But oh man, you know what you should have did? You should have made this instead of clown. You should have put it into pied. Well, no, I mean, look what that did. So you got to follow it and say, wow. And the next thing what are the ingredients? This, they're all sold out. It's you got to follow it. But then on the other hand, too, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. You know, you got to also watch. In 2 to 3 years, people are calling, you know, messaging me now, hey, do you got any red stripe het clowns? And I'm like, you should have been asking this or looking for this a year or two ago. Now, when you get into it, by the time you make it, the market's going to be flooded with them because everyone is going to be making them. So it's not just, like Batman's 3 years ago were the shit. They're still an awesome. People are making some really good combos with it. But you know what? The price of a Batman 3 years ago compared to now, it's a third of the price. So if you're just starting to make Batmans or get the ingredients now, and you're going to make them in 2 years, they're going to be $1,500. You know, so you got to sort of be careful and really look at what's out there, what people are making, the demand for stuff. There's so many aspects to this: how to market yourself, how to brand yourself, how to keep your reputation. You know, it's not easy. And you really can't be, not everybody could give as much time as I do. You know, some people don't have the energy, or they just, they don't have the patience. You know, don't try to be like me, be like yourself. If you're not a certain way, don't try to act like you're not. Like, be yourself. You know, if being online and doing all these lives and stuff isn't for you, it feels like a job, then why the fuck are you doing it? You know, don't do it. I love doing them. I can talk about snakes. I mean, I don't shut up. I mean, with the YouTube video with Brian on, it's like the only a podcast that I hardly talk, because Brian is just like me. I
was laughing my fucking ass off with that one.
Yeah,
everyone was talking shit for like 10 solid minutes. Oh my God, I've never heard Billy shut up this long.
Yeah, but that's just me, right? But I mean, you know, he's just like me, and I really wanted to learn it. I mean, I think it was an amazing podcast. Some of the shit that he, I absorbed and listened, and it was great. But I love talking. I love snakes. I live and breathe it. It's my life. It's now my full-time job. I'm not doing anything else. I want to see people do well, but just because you have money and you buy the right animals doesn't make you successful. You got to put the work in. You got to know what you're doing. You got to put the time in. You got to love it. There's no special formula. There's no race. There's no secret, get rich quick.
No secret sauce.
No. And that's why when I do my videos, I want to be real to people. Like, hey, everybody's like, wow, look at my, every time they open a snake, it's fucking perfectly clean, water dishes, right to the top, spotless. No shedding, no stuck shed, look at my animal. Everyone eats bullshit. You know what I mean?
I like adding that one with the little fucking urate right by the head, just to see if people will talk shit.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what the funny thing is the people that are talking shit, if you're doing this, it's happening every day in your fucking company.
Right.
Why are you surprised? Like, what the fuck? I want to show what's happening. I don't want to sit there and go, hey guys, we're going to do a video, or hey guys, I have people coming over on Saturday. Today's Thursday. We got to clean all 2,000 tubs so that they're spotless, so people don't see anything wrong in the tub. That's fucking impossible. You know what I mean? Because as soon as you clean it, the 100 of them are going to go piss, or fucking throw all their cocoa in their water dish. Like, or what the fuck's going wrong? Like, that's reality. And I wanted to be real. I want to let people know that, hey, man, this is an amazing hobby. It's an amazing business. It's phenomenal. You can make great money in it if that's what your goal is, but you can't do it without work and hard work. Like any business, the more money you put in, the more you're going to get out, the faster you can hit those combos, because the odds are better. You have a powerhouse animal, and people that go out and put the money into those high-end animals. Yeah, I mean, you can't get pissed off for them when they hit these amazing odds, because they invested. And you can't get mad at them because, they had the money, I didn't. Well, fuck, I mean, that's just how life is. But it doesn't mean you can't get there. It's just going to take you longer. Put the work in.
Right.
And it's, I don't know. It's just.
What do you think is, I'm sorry, Marita.
No, go ahead, John.
What do you think's the number one hurdle for beginners when you're trying to learn how to brand yourself?
I'll go to the stickers. Okay. So one thing I think that if people are out there, and they might even be doing this and not even knowing it, everything I do, everything I try to do, or what I'm doing or seeing or what I watch, I'm trying to learn something and observe from it. So I want to make a sticker. I'm new. I want to, I'm trying to think of a name. I want to have something about me. When you start seeing these stickers, you put a sticker up and, why would he do that? Why would she do that? Oh, what ugly color. Oh, that's way too busy. I can't even read that. Oh, that's gross. You look at stuff, and say, wow, I really like that. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, that's creative. People are throwing stuff in front of you all, and you can just take bits and pieces. It's like I tell people when they want to do their first expo, why go do an expo, next week, when you have no, you don't have a table, you don't have a logo, you don't have any displays, instead of rushing out and getting into it or waiting to get all that stuff when you're ready, why don't you go to expos now and prepare for that time you're ready? Go look and see, hey man, I like this guy's display. I like these colors. Oh, the guys who have tables on the corners, seems like they're all over the place and they're not really, it's a bad position. You want to see the lighting. Is the lighting good? Do you like the way, people are sitting in lawn chairs or chairs at the back? People come up and they don't get off their chair. Talk to them. You want to see that experience. Go, hey man, this person, I didn't even say I was going to spend money, and they gave me 2 hours of their time. Well, at a show, probably not, but they gave me 15 minutes. They answered my questions. They were really nice. And then there's another person I went over to, and it's like, hi, what is this, a male or a female? And they look up from their chair. They don't even get up, and I think it's a female. What the fuck? Like, get up here.
Dude, you just gave me a fucking flashback to my first show.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? You want to go to a show, walk around, see what you like, see what you hate, see what's good, see who you like, see how they treated you, see, the interaction, and learn from that and say, I like this, I like this, and put it all together and give it your own touch. Don't go out and copy someone, but go and look and grab all that information that you're seeing and your experience and say, hey, I fucking hated the way that guy treated me. I'm not even going to have a fucking chair at my booth. I stand the whole fucking time. The only time I sit is if I can get a lunch in and I take a couple bites, and I'm actually using the chair for my table, but I don't want to sit down. You know why? Because I don't want to be sitting there and being that fucking guy that doesn't get up. I want to interact with my people, the customers, the people that there to see me. It's like, hey, Billy, I saw you on YouTube. Oh, I can't believe it. Like, hey, I want to be there. I'm the same way now as I am on YouTube as I am off of YouTube. I'm just hyper and excited. But you want to inspect and see everything and make your own decision. But with the stickers, there's so many, like, you can look at, like, I don't like that color. You can see a whole bunch of different things and sort of choose your own thing. Even with the names, getting a name, I think before you get a logo is key, obviously, because you can't really get a logo if you don't know what your name is. So you got to do step one before step two. But if you want to get into other reptiles down the road, you can't really do, Dave's ball pythons, or Dave's balls. Well, what about now you're going to have to change it or open up another company if you're going to do reptiles or something down the road. Back in the day, I was Incubated Incorporated, and that was my company, had a logo and everything. And then I wanted to get into boas and green trees. And I'm like, well, fuck, they're not incubated. Well, fuck, it's time to think of a new name because that'd be stupid. Incubated Incorporated. I sell boas. Well, they're not incubated. Yeah. So I'm like, So I put out and found Mutation Creation. And then, of course, I've said this on my podcast, my favorite color is green. So I got these designers to make green things and snake scales with green. And it was just, no. And I'm like, well, you know what? Why don't you throw a bunch of ideas and come back at me with some stuff? And then I saw this like eye logo and I'm like, holy shit. But it wasn't even this fine tuned. And it's like, can you add this color and change this? And, oh, what's that glare? Oh, it looks, it's like an eyelid or a piece of light shining off of it. Take it away. And I'm like, oh no, put it back. Cause it looked like crap. Right. So this logo wasn't even my design. It just came because of all the, I just didn't settle. And it would probably be green or something else. And I just saw something that really I liked. And I'm like, wow. So it totally went against everything I wanted at the beginning. And it's, to me, it's iconic. Like everybody sees that eyeball. They know me. And I think it's awesome. And not only that, it's not just my logo. So you could have the coolest logo in the world, but if you're not doing anything with it, who the fuck's going to remember your logo? You know what I mean? You want to get it out there. You want to have things. And that's why, if you ever noticed, probably the last 6-7 years, every single year, I'm always, holy shit, you see what Billy did? Holy shit, look what he did this year. I keep elevating stuff. And it takes time and a lot of planning. So you could have the coolest logo in the world and the best marketing ever. But if you ain't having anything to back that shit up, or no one's going to remember you. Like, they're not going to go to your fucking website or Instagram just to go look at your fucking logo. No, they want to see cool snakes. If you don't have cool fucking snakes, they don't give a fuck about your logo. They don't, And I know that because I don't go to Justin's, website or anything else or his Instagram to look at his logo or to look at his facility. I see that on top with the cool fucking snakes he has. And holy shit, look at this. And it's a whole bunch of things that drive people to you. It's not just one thing. So you can't just concentrate on one thing. There's a whole many aspects of things that you got to do. You also got to be on there. And some people don't be a part of social media as much as I do. I could probably even put more in, but I'm a super busy guy. But it's amazing when I pop into a live, I don't go on there because, someone paid me. No, I go on there because it's like, okay, I'm bored. I got some time. Fucking snakes. Who has snakes? Holy shit alive. I want to go because I need that fix. I'm just a junkie. I want to see what's going on. Oh, people are talking about snakes. Fuck, let me listen. That's what this is about. And then when I pop on, people are like, holy fuck, Billy? Oh my God, is this Billy Austin or who is? Oh my God, if this is Billy. And they start, I'm like, hey man, it's Billy. And they get so excited. And it's amazing. I have that effect on people. But I don't go there because they paid me or anything. I go on there because I want to be there and I want to see what they're talking about. And if I can excite people because, I've put the work in and I'm successful, great. You can be the same person I am now with work. It's a lot of work. You're not always going to get, the gold. You got to put a lot of time in, sacrifice, but it's doable. I mean, I'm not the only person doing well. There's so many other people doing amazing also. And small collections. A lot of people don't even have facilities yet. You'll get there. You don't need to work from your house. Put your garage, make something in the back. You'll get there. You don't grow into your success. Don't just sit there and go, oh, I'm going to go buy all this. And holy fuck, this is way too big. What am I doing? You're going to get a reality check really quick. Oh my God, I can't even feed these all. Holy shit, look at the bills. I didn't realize. Well, too late now. You better feed those fuckers or sell them. It's a lot of work. And I just didn't say, hey, I'm going to go and spend all my money and I'm just going to go borrow all this cash and I'm just going to do and go this big. I've grown into this in 18 years.
Right.
And I can probably go a little bigger, but this year after the move, I just want to sort of stay where I'm at and see how it goes. And if it's as feasible and as great as it was this year, then maybe we'll push another 100 clutches a year, or we'll say, hey, you know what? This is perfect for us. Let's just stay right where we are. Or you know what? Fuck it. Last year was fluke. This year, let's scale back even. I get to make the choice, and you have all these animals and they don't breed a year. Oh, well, they don't go bad. Then you give them a year off. People think that they have to, oh, I have to do this. I have to sell them. I have to get rid of them. Oh, they're not selling. I better lower the price. Why? Are they going to go bad? Leave them. And it's funny. I've had so many animals up for 5 or 6 months. 5 or 6 months. They don't sell. I go weigh them. They're a little bigger. Oh, shit. This one's 3,500. Oh, now it's 400 grams bigger. Now it's $4,000. And you put it up there and you change the weight. You change the price, $500 more. 2 months later, someone buys it. Holy fuck, I just made $500 by feeding it for fucking 3 months. Cha-ching, wow. But I didn't go, oh, no one bought it in 5 months. Let me bring it down to $3,000. Why? Keep it there. When you bring an animal down from 35 to $3,000 is when they're a good customer, a repeat customer, when there's somebody looking for a package and you're like, oh, you're going to buy a couple, here's a discount. there you go. Here's a nice
Right.
package. That's when you fucking lower it, you know, and it works. But you also got to realize when you have all these animals, when you make them, they might not fly off the shelf. I guarantee you they all won't fly off the shelf. Some of them will fast, some of them will stay, depending on your odds. You also got to realize, hey, do I have the time, the space, the amount of food for it to keep them going if no one buys them for 6 months?
Right.
You know, you have to be prepared.
So I get asked this question a lot, and I want to know what your response is. People say, "Hey, yeah, I'm new to reptiles. I just picked up a trio of chameleons or ball pythons, and I want to become a full-time breeder. I want to quit my job." Or, "Hey, I want to get onto YouTube and become a full-time content creator. How do I do it?" What do you tell those people?
You can't. You know, I mean, I shouldn't say you can't. I mean, it's not easy. A certain person said that they make more money on YouTube than selling ball pythons. That certain person, I mean, I don't really agree with some of the things that they do. I don't follow them anymore. But that person isn't doing ball pythons correctly then. I mean, I have a huge following. I wouldn't say huge. I mean, Brian Barczyk has a huge following.
You have a huge following. Let's just get that fact straight.
I'm almost at 50,000. So I'm 1,100 people away from 50,000 on YouTube. Woo!
Okay, subscribers. And a majority of the people that watch you are not subscribed. So you have a huge following.
Yeah, true. But with that, so with the following, almost 50,000, I probably get, I think I'm almost at 3 million minutes viewed per month. Yeah. So my revenue on YouTube alone is probably anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. Okay. I guess some people can live off of that, but at the same time, the amount of time, the amount of work, stuff that we have to do, and one of the things is I have that revenue coming in because I have the content, because I have the animals, because I have the knowledge, because I'm the person I am. You know, some people can watch me, some people can't fucking stand me. Yeah, that's just how it is. I'm not trying to be on YouTube and have everybody love me and oh my God, this guy's the best. If you don't like me, sorry, but I'm not fucking changing. I'm just doing what I do normal, and I can't help the way I am, and I'm excited, and I have nervous tics because I have mild Tourette's, ADHD, OCD. I probably have I wish I had a PhD, but I don't. But it's just I'm just me, and I'm comfortable being me. I love being me. Look what I've done being me, and I inspire people that are like me or similar to me. And it sucks being told that you're never going to do anything because of how you are. Fuck you. Look at me, and no one did it except me. I mean, I believed in myself. I believed in these animals. I failed so many times. No one helped. I was getting shitty animals, wrong sexed, wrong gened animals. And I'm still here because I loved it. And I just wasn't going to fail. Everybody, thought I was going to fail. Everybody wanted me to fail, sorry guys, sorry to disappoint you, but hey man, this is what I wanted. And I didn't let anybody, put me down to do that. But I don't know. What was I talking about?
So I asked you, when people approach you,
okay,
they're getting started, or let's say they're in the hobby, at what point do you recommend that people feel that they can take that cue to go full time? They're going to quit their jobs and they're going to rely on this.
Okay. If anybody has done this in order to turn it into a business, obviously they should actually have experience. They should know keeping. They should have a collection. They should have some experience. They should sort of know and do it and know that they love it. So wow, for someone to do what we do on a yearly basis or 2-year basis before we get that excitement or before we hit that stuff, if you really think and don't love this and you put that kind of work in and say, fuck, I want to do this for the rest of my life, that's the cue right there. if you put a couple years in and see the failures, see the good, see the bad, see the bullshit on Facebook and the crap that we see. If you're a part of this community and you're doing this and you put a couple years in and then you're like, wow, you know what? I could do this for the rest of my life. Then you can go because you got the confidence, you've got the morale, the support, the knowledge. You love it. You've got your hands dirty. You know what's expected. And then you can sort of say, okay, now how do I turn it into a business? If you just buy your first animal 4 months later, I want to turn this into a business. One thing, you're going to need a lot of money. You're going to need a lot of experience. You're going to need a lot of time. You're going to have to work your ass off to brand yourself, to find out, how to move your animals, how to, there's so many out, how to ship them, Oh, wow. Hey, I just made some animals. Okay. You shipped them wrong. They die. Well, now you got to return the money to those people because you fucked up. There's so many things. You don't answer emails in time. I'm guilty of that all the time right now. I had somebody, message me, hey, Billy, blah, blah, blah. How much for this animal? I got back to them 2 days later. Oh, shit. Sorry, man. I didn't know. I didn't hear from you. I bought another animal. Damn, 2 days. When people, I'm the same way. I'm an addict. If I want an animal, I got money. Holy shit. Murph Market. Oh, cool. You message. The first one wins, man. Oh, cool. You know what I mean? If there's 2 or 3 people that message you within the night, then it's like, okay, which one do I really want? But if one person gets back to you, no one gets back to you for 2 days, you're getting that animal. So you just gotta, you can't just buy animals and think you're going to turn this into a business. You got to get that experience in and know this is what you want to do because it is work. Hardwired said it the best. He's like, hey man, I can't believe it. I went into this and I got into this business. I've never worked harder as having this as my own business. I thought I'd have so much more time and holy fuck, I'm working harder than I did when I was doing this part-time, Right. It's crazy the amount of work, and especially if you want to keep growing. You think Justin can just sit back and relax and not do anything? You think I can do that? No, we're grinding. We keep grinding. We keep pushing ourselves because that's why we're here in the first place. We can't just sit back and say, oh, fucking, I've made it. Oh, I have nothing to do now. I'm Billy from Mutation Creation. I'm here. There is no fucking here. Here's fucking, I'll never hit here. There's no limit to what we can do. You guys are going to be making shit that I dream of when I'm dead, that I couldn't even fathom that could be made. Like it's just such an amazing industry, but you have to know, most businesses fail because people don't put the work in. They just figured, oh, I have money, I'm going to do this. 5 people have the exact same money. They have the exact same start. They have the exact same animals, exact same racks. 4 out of them will 3 will fail. 1 will do okay. 1 will fucking, hit it's because of what they believe in, their work ethic, what they put in, the way they treat their customers, the way they treat their animals, their vision, what they paired. Not everybody's going to pair the same animals. Some people are going to go, well, if I put pied to pied, I'm going to make pieds. I'm going to make this much money, sell them all. Other guy's going to say, well, shit, I'm going to get my ghost clown and put it to the pied and make triple hits. And in 3 to 5 years, when I hit the thing, holy fuck, I'm going to be happy and have a killer animal and be way ahead of everybody. Mindset. Not everybody in this business will do well. Not everybody who gets into this hobby is going to last. Some people are going to have really bad times and life gets in the way. People lose jobs, this takes a toll on people's lives, like spouses. I had my first wife. I spent more time in my snake room. Yeah, sorry, this is where my love is.
Right.
So that's just how it is. Sorry, you can't compete with it, and I don't want you to compete with it. I want you to be a part of it. Doesn't want to be a part of it. See ya. So it just sucks. And I've seen customers, doing really well and buying correct stuff and listening to some of my advice and other people's and wow, what a good project. Wow. And then, I'm getting out. I go, what the dude, like you're a year away from like what it's all about. Nah, so the wife, I'm spending all this time and the money and, she doesn't see it. And, oh man, like you're so close. It's like, it's almost like an ultimatum, it's like, wow, it sort of sucks. I hate seeing people do that because, You know, I understand they love this person. They might have kids with them. I understand it, you know, but for them to sort of take your passion and sort of push it aside and I don't know, it's a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to, you know, doing this as a living, it's not easy. Us trying to do videos. What's good about us doing videos is there's 3 of us. We all have our own character, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Austin's sort of, you know, chill. Alliance really chill unless you get them talking. I'm just woo all over the place. You know, we have a good interaction with each other. We're funny on camera. I think we are anyways. But we also have cool things for people to come in. They're not just coming to watch us. They're coming to, oh, what are they doing today? Oh, is Billy going to win or is Austin? Holy shit, look what Billy made. Holy Christ, look at this. You know, we give them a whole bunch of stuff to be successful because we have the content. If you have 7 animals in your rack, it's like your Instagram. You have 7 animals in your rack. You can only post so many fucking pictures of those 7 animals. You know, your content's going to die. You need to keep growing. I would definitely say you could, with the right investment, you know, a year or 2, you could probably sustain yourself if you have really good odds. And you have the right stuff in your collection, you could probably turn it into a business year 3 or year 4 and live off of it. But you also got to realize that so many years, the reason why I've got so big is because my other income went towards other things, and I took a nice chunk and put it into this plus the stake money. So I kept buying and buying and buying. The more I buy, the more I invest, the more I hold back, the better my future is in this industry. What I can create, the better the odds are, the better and stronger power animals that I can make that I don't have to buy, that I can sit in my rack and grow up for the future to keep my success and momentum and my passion to create these awesome things moving in the right direction, you know, in a positive direction. If
the mindset was in the long game, not the how much money can I make next season.
Correct. You know, and if you think of it like that and you keep pushing yourself like that, you really can't lose, because whatever you're holding back now eventually will you know, grow and give you eggs. The more powerful they are and the more odds or the better the odds, or the more powerful, say double recessive, you have a visual, you know, your odds eventually, when you started with, you know, a double het, now you have a double visual. You know, that whole process and everything else down the road comes faster. Your collection grows. When you start hitting more animals, the thing that really bothers me the most is I hit all these amazing animals and everybody wants them, but I want them. I need them first, so I can even sell them. So I want to get to the point where not only can I make some amazing animals like this, now I can make them hold what I want back and have extras for other people to have and enjoy them, and take that part of that project to another direction where maybe I'm not. And then, you know, you see other people going, holy Christ, look what he did. Oh my God. And then you can sit there and go, wow, now I can take that because I saw someone else do it and turn that into a project for me down the road. So you always want to move forward. But turning this into a business without that extra income. So say for example, I made $100,000 this year. Well, I got to pay $70,000, you know, to do this, do this, do this. Now I got to live off the 30. Well, shit, now I can't buy any animals because of my overhead. This sucks. You know, before I would, you know, pay all my bills, have extra money, get some other money and more money, and then I can buy. Then I can hold stuff back. So if you're not constantly putting in, whether it's more money to buy animals or be able to sit on the animals you make without selling them, you're never going to grow. So when you start, like this will be my first year where I don't have any other income. So now I've got to pay the rats. I got to pay the facility. I got to pay the staff. I got to buy animals and I got to live off of it. So, you know, I have a, you know, a sort of a high, I guess, way of living. Like, you know, I spend a lot. It's high. I like the best. So now when I take money out, you're like, oh my God, I could have bought this. This sucks. I mean, I used to do that back in the day, go on a trip. You know, you go on a trip. I don't really want to go on a trip. Fuck. Okay. You know, you spend $6,000, $7,000, you go away on a trip, you know, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You love it. It's great. And you're like, at the end of the week, you come back, it's like, shit, you know what? I could have bought this animal. I could have bought this animal. And that's just how it is. When you start taking money out and not reinvesting it in your company, you're going to see down the road how it affects you, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So when you get on Morph Market and somebody's hitting you up, I don't know why my microphone sounds so shitty, and somebody's asking you, hey, would you take $200 off this animal? What's your response, or do you even respond?
I usually do. It depends on the animal. So I'll get questions. So if I have an animal for $2,500, would you take $1,500 cash right now? No. I'll respond and I'll say no. Best I'll do is $2,250 US shipped. So I give them a $250 discount. If they come back at me and say we do 17, then I don't return I just sort of, let them go. I ghost them.
And the correspondence.
Yeah. I mean, I'll work with you, but I'm not going to be insulted. But I understand why people offer. And the thing with those people are going to realize, anything worthwhile, especially now the way the industry is, anything key, anything that's something strong, or it's a part of an amazing project, no one's going to sell you. And if you're lowballing it, by the time you actually realize, oh shit, I better spend the $2,200 or the $2,500 to buy the animal, someone else has fucking bought it. Now you've lost, which is good. And you're going to learn your lesson. Don't buy animals because of price. Buy because of the quality, who it's from. The person's going to stand behind the genetics, stand behind the quality of the animal, the health. But not only that, the people that, where was I going with this? I'm so excited.
We're talking about how you address hagglers
Yeah.
online, specifically Morph Market.
So when that person doesn't buy that animal, like I said, I ghost them. Other people will come in and they'll give me a decent. You take $2,000, so $500 off. Then I'll sit there and go, yeah, I can do that, but it's going to cost you $200 for things, so I can do $2,200. People don't realize, because I'm in Canada, there's a price that's not just next day delivery. Right. So that's expensive, and there's no way around it. And that sometimes loses a sale. But what'll happen if somebody spends a certain amount of money, I'll eat half of it. So I'll say, you know what? It's $200. So instead of giving me, $2,200, or, I'll do it for $21. So I want to get my animals into other people's collections because I know it's going to make them happy. And people also got to realize that when I get an animal out to somebody, it's like, oh my God, I got a snake from Billy from Mutation Creation. I wanted one for so long. I finally got one. Oh, it's amazing. They're going to post that. And the $300-$400 that you're losing, you make somebody extremely happy. You're going to get $3,000 worth of marketing off of them posting and
right. Advertising your animal.
Oh my God, look at this animal I bought from Billy a year ago. Oh my God, look at this. Thanks for Billy and this person for the project 3 years ago. Now I finally hit my dream animal. Thanks, guys. I'm constantly getting promotion from something I did 3 years ago or 2 years ago because I knocked $300-$400 off, but I wasn't insulted. They're not getting me at $1,400 or $1,500,
Right.
No. So Morph Market is something where I'm actually been pretty lucky. Most of the people, I would say 1 out of 50 are just like, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm going to respond to this. But most people, I guess because I've got the reputation, and they literally want to buy my animals because they see what I do. So they actually want to be a part of it. And it makes me feel good because they can appreciate the time and effort. I get so many people saying, wow, your collection's amazing. Wow, it's so clean. So all the work that I put in to maintain and keep the collection the way it is, and they want to almost pay the full price because they see what it's, and when you look at other people out there, it's not like, me, Justin, Ozzy, if you go on the website, Morph Market, and you punch in something, it's all really the same. It's not like something's 3,000, 35, 32, 1,800.
Right.
It's never really like, it's sort of in that group. So I do take that into consideration, where I'll go on and I'll, even if I'm talking to somebody, I'll go, let me just go on Morph Market now. Okay, I'm at, 32.50. Justin's at 35. This person's at 31. This person's at 29. You know what? I'll do 3,000 shipped, or 100 shipped. So, I'm sort of coming down so that they don't go to somebody else.
Right.
But I'm not going, oh, hey, this guy's, I'll give it to you for 19.
You're still maintaining a fair market value, though.
Correct. Yes, exactly. And when it comes to repeat customers, of course, I'll always, because they're happy, they're coming back. I want to keep them coming back, and I want them to be happy with their purchase. And but when it does come to some animals that, there's only 2 in the world for sale, it's $25K. Would you take 20? No, it's $25K. You keep talking, it's going to 27. It's not like you can compare it. It's something where I don't even usually want to sell those type of animals,
Right.
So if it doesn't sell, it's not like I'm losing sleep, so when it's a more rare animal, you should stick to your guns and have it up there.
There's no reason to negotiate.
Correct. But I do also really, because I've put in the work and my collection and some of the things that I've made, I want people to oh my God, that guy off YouTube, I can finally I can finally afford one, because I said, when I can afford one of your snakes, I can't wait till one of the days I can afford one. I do make higher end stuff, but there is some middle to low stuff, but I'm going towards the higher end stuff. So if you want to buy a snake from Mutation Creation, you better keep grinding and putting the work in and learning this, start getting in there.
Yes, sir, Mr. Billy. I'm working on it.
You got it. Because I want to make, animals at this price range and up. And, I'm moving my collection and what I want to do in this industry to a higher level than I'm at now. I'm always climbing up the ladder. So, if you can't afford one now, you better start working hard, because they're going to keep going higher and higher, because I want to keep creating crazier things and stuff like that. But I love the fact that people, one of their goals in life is to buy an animal from me. I think that's amazing. And I think that's really down to all the hard work and the way I've presented myself, my company, bringing in the right team members, being social, being me, not fucking phony, and just telling it how it is, whether you like to hear it or not. It is what it is. I got my opinions. You got yours. Cool. I'm not going to shit on yours. Don't shit on mine. And I think being the way I am and who I am has represented that. And I've always been the same way since day one. And I think people, want to buy that to sort of support me also. Not only saying that they have a snake from me, but it also supports me, and they believe in everything I've done and everything I'm doing and going to continue to do. And I think that's incredible. And there's no other better feeling than that. So
well, we've got a lot of people in the comment feed that are super excited that you're on. Corey Benekey's like, you're amazing. I mean, people are like, wow, he's got a good business head. Like, just that you're like amazing. Ron from BBM is on. People are just blowing it up, just talking about how much they love you. So you ready for me to put you in the hot seat?
For sure. Yeah, 100%. Always ready. I'm always ready.
All right. Who is your favorite customer?
Oh, here we go. My favorite customer. Jeez.
Yep.
I have so many. I've had
of course you do.
I've had a lot over the years. The one person I'm going to say right now, because it's the most recent. I'm going to say Mike from Magnitude Morphs. When he reached out to me way back, I believe it was maybe December or January. He never bought a snake. He was interested. He reached out, did his due diligence, started learning about stuff and what he wanted. He was, watching, okay, I want to build projects, listening to me, listening to other people, Miguel, Brian Barczyk, and a few others. Don't like this guy, like this guy. He reached out to some people. I gave him a lot of time. And when people call you, and here's another thing, when people call you, you don't know if they're going to buy a $200 snake or spend $100,000. But you better treat everybody the same way, because if they're going to spend $100,000 and you think they're going to spend 200 and you treat them differently, they're never going to know they were going to spend 100. But
or they may one day spend $100,000.
But you will, because a week later, when you don't hear from them, and then they show, oh, hi, I contacted Justin, I bought this. You're like, holy fuck, that guy did that? Wow, I shouldn't have been to him. You really got to treat everybody the same way. You don't know who's a tire kicker. And I talked to Mike for weeks, shooting the shit. And I wouldn't even call him a customer now. I mean, he's more of a friend now. We talk all the time, shoot the shit. He's invited me to go fishing when I come up, when you come down, and this and that. And he's just an awesome guy. There's so many. Ron from American Made Balls, same thing. Friend. I mean, not even a customer, friends now. And that's one thing I like. I'm getting to know people on a personal level, not just, oh, hey, here's this guy. He spends a lot of money. Here you go. Oh, I got a nice animal. Oh, who can afford that? Let me call. And you know what? I'm not going to spill names, but there's people out there, when they make a high-end animal, they're calling customers saying, hey, you should buy. What the fuck? You know what I mean? If you make an awesome animal, you know what? Post it and let people interested fucking contact you. You don't contact people because they have money to buy your fucking animals. I'm fucking sorry. I can say names. You don't do that. Or at least, maybe you do. I shouldn't knock it, but you never fucking see me doing it. Oh my God. When I call a customer or a friend to say, hey, I have an animal for you, it's because you told me you were looking for it. And I finally made it for you. You were on the list. Hey, oh my God. Holy Christ. You don't do that. People will, if they want it and you post, and that's work. You got to post it, and you got to wait, and it might not come right away, but you got to put the work in. Take a good picture, not a shitty one, post it, put a price, put some information on there, put it up there. They will come. You don't call them and start dropping it on things. But anyways, one reason with Mike is we just got to know each other and talking and this, and he really reached out to many people, and then he called me back. He said, you know what, Billy, I've talked to many people. You know what? You've just given me your time. And this is a person that I didn't know who he was, never bought a snake. He didn't have a fucking Instagram. So it's not like I'm like, oh shit, look at this guy's collection. None of that shit. Some guy, hey, I'm looking at getting into it. I don't have a snake yet, but I want to do it right. Cool. And we talked, became friends. He bought some great animals. I set him up properly. And we've developed a friendship, and I know that what he has and what he's doing and his mindset now, and constantly being involved in the community and learning, his Instagram's blowing up, his collection's going to blow up. He's on the way to being successful. But at the same point, I know he's putting in the work. I know he's not like, oh, okay. He's learning. He's putting in effort to learn, to try to see what's coming. And he hasn't even had a clutch yet. He will next year. Now he's going to say, holy Christ. And now this is amazing. And, it's going to be that time where he's going to sit there and go, you know what? I love this. I want to do this. I want to push this to the next level. He's doing things smart, slowly, and he's learning, and he's in no rush. That rush for him will come when he gets his first clutch, or say, hey man, this is great. I'm doing this. I want to do this full time. And then he'll do what he has to do over the, coming years to turn it into a business so that he can do this. And, a business for me, I have to make a certain amount to live, because the way I live compared to somebody else that could live at half the expenses of me. So in order to live my lifestyle, you better make this much, or you can't. But if you're comfortable living down here, it's easier for you. So there's a lot of key information that you need to know in order to make that decision and jump into a business. But out of all the customers, I'm gonna say Mike. So
awesome.
If he's out there, fucking guy.
Awesome. I'm sure he'll be hearing this at some point now. He's going to hear about it. So,
but
do you have any other?
Time too? There's so many. You know, I mean,
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, if there's any other honorable mentions of people that you just enjoy, go ahead and talk about them.
I thought this was about me.
It is about you, you and your badass business.
Yeah, but then you know what? I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm going to make people. What about me? What about me? I mean, you know what? Everybody out there, man. I mean, I have so much love for everybody, and I mean everything that you do and the support that you guys give us and the team. And I'm glad I can give back as much as I can. It's just incredible. Like, and I'm always here to help people, and I want to see people do well. But yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it's hard to, you know.
I hear you. And I think personally that it's just as important to grow breeders as it is to bring new people into the fold. So I think your philosophy is awesome. So
100%.
now I need to know who your craziest customer. You don't have to name them. Just tell us a crazy story about someone who was just totally batshit. I'm sure you have plenty of the. You're gonna have to choose from those stories.
I do.
It could be a viewer, a customer, someone at a show.
Well, there was one customer. I actually have a BOI from the Canadian Board of Inquiry. It just you can read that one. It's so long. It's just weird. But yeah, that one was crazy. I guess the one that's recent. So I had somebody buy some animals, and they bought them in April, I think end of April, early May. Of course, we had COVID. So when are you shipping? When can you ship? And I mean, he spent, you know, I think it was $6,000 on a pair of animals, and I threw in another animal that was growing up as a package. So 6,000 US for the two animals, and I threw in a third, shipping included. So they pretty much got the animals for 52, 54 because I was paying for the shipping. Week later, hey man, when are you shipping? I'm not sure yet. There's COVID. You know, I'll reach out to the broker again and see when they can. But you know, no idea. 2 weeks later, you know, I would message him back, nothing yet. When shipping? I really need these animals, you know. And I'm like, no idea, you know. Kept going back and forth. And then the one person, you know, I said, hey, you know, I've ultrasounded them. She's actually building. I'll pair the animals together because it was a group, and I'll pair them and I'll get a clutch for you. Yeah, well, I want to do that here. I understand that. You think I want to breed your fucking animals? I mean, you know, I didn't say that, but I mean, I'm like, I understand you do. I would really like these animals out of here. I could use the space. I don't know. I don't have an answer. COVID, you're standing in line with a mask on. I can't fucking ship. It's not like, you know, this is 2 or 3 months into COVID where the world is changing. You should know that shit's not happening the way it was 4 months ago. You know, just keep hassling me. And then all of a sudden, I really want these things. I don't think you're going to ship me these animals. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going to ship? Of course I am. I can't ship them to you. I said, I've got hundreds. And I said, I just put a video out on people's animals, and his was one of them. I'm like, you know, or one of the animals of that was there. And I'm like, you know, I just did a video. Hey, everybody, here's a shout out. Here's your animals. Look how big they're getting. I'm like, I'm feeding them and I'm treating them well, you know, giving shout outs because I can't ship. But hey, look at hundreds of thousands of dollars of animals here that, you know, customers' animals I'm taking care of. Fucking even shouted out your name. I'm you know what I mean? I'm not going to ruin my reputation to steal your $6,000, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, wow. So I get a thing on PayPal. Buyer says that you're, you know, not sending him his items and you're ripping them off. And I'm like, okay. Screenshot all the text messages. I put them on to the PayPal claim. And I'm like, I can't ship. And I said, if you want to go through my thing, I've spent 160,000 US of my own money in the US, and I paid through fucking PayPal, and I can't get those animals either. You don't see me complaining because of fucking COVID. Believe me, I got $160,000 worth of animals that I can't even get that I paid for. Don't see me crying. I understand. You know what? And other breeders are saying, "Hey, Billy, you have any idea when you can import them?" No idea. Okay, well, let me know. That's what common going back between me and hundreds of breeders. You know, everybody wanted their animals. I mean, we didn't know because COVID. So eventually, I went in, stated my case, and thing that sucks is PayPal. Oh, you know what? Yeah, well, if he can't get his animals, we're refunding him his money. So they just took the fucking $6,000 out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, no worries. Gives a shit. So I ended up breeding them, and I hit the. If I was to sell all the animals, I'm holding a few back because I hit some females. But if I was to sell the animals that he would have had, he probably 15,000. So I just made $9,000, and then I end up selling the trio for 6,500 after getting a clutch. So I turned that 6,000 into 20. So, but the funny thing is even Mike. I'll go back to Mike from Magnitude. Same thing. He bought some animals that were breeders. Fuck. I gave him shout outs on YouTube. I'm still growing up. I'm sending him the hatchlings once I had clutches.
Wow.
Guys. I had it for a few people. Another guy named Steve in the US. I hit some dreamsicles for him. And I've already said, I sent his animals were out early, and I basically gave him a shout out. I'm like, hey, this is his clutch, and this is what I did because, I didn't know when. I'm not just going to let the animal do nothing when I have an ultrasound and I can do it for them. And I packaged all the snakes up with his adults, and I shipped them to him. So he ended up getting all his babies. I have a bunch of babies for Mike as well. He had 2 clutches with me. Fuck. So, hey, man, okay. You know what? You snooze, you lose. Oh, well, thank you. But it's crazy. Like, I can't ship. Well, you can't give me an answer. No one can give you a fucking answer. It's COVID. Like, people, like, I don't know what the rush is, So I understand when you buy something, you want it. I mean, I'm the same way. Shit happens, you got to deal with it. You got to adjust. Wow. But to go in and saying, oh, I think I'm going to rip them off. I'm like, why the fuck would I rip you off, dude? Like, wow, but at PayPal, I guess, always goes on the seller the buyer's. It is what it is. So it just sucked. But
that's insane to me. Like,
I'll never sell an animal again. I don't give a shit how big he is. He's going to be one of those guys that if he starts being big and starts, oh yeah, I used to do this. I'm like, yeah, you used to fucking whine like a bitch too on PayPal. When? I'll call you out. Like, I don't give a shit. But wow, like,
the fact that you dealt with that though, and then the ones that were willing to, you actually bred for them, and fed them. Like that dreamsicle clutch, that's huge, especially when they're just getting animals. Like that's
well, the one gentleman,
amazing.
The one gentleman that the guy named Steve, I think out of 5 eggs or 6 eggs, he ended up getting 3 dreamsicles. And and I ended up sending them to him. And I think he's keeping the females. And I think he's keeping a female. And I think he's selling. I think I saw him on Instagram. On Morph Market. He put the dreamsicle male up, and I believe 1.2 lavender hepides, and he put them up for sale. So the amount of money that he gave me for the adults when he sells the 3 hatchlings that he put up, he paid for almost half of the what he paid for, and then he's sitting on 2 dreamsicle females and still owns the breeders. Like, wow, like double, triple your money very first season. He did nothing.
Sounds like you really screwed him over there.
Yeah,
Billy.
you're such a horrible businessman, Billy.
Yeah, and even with Mike, right? With Mike,
them on their first babies.
Yeah, I cut everything online, on YouTube. I don't edit. So hey, man, here it is. Hey, shit, look, here we go. And even Mike, I think Mike even hit 2 or 3 dreamsicles in his fucking clutch. And then he hit like enhancer G stripes, but then that was a split clutch with me. So that one was good. So, but I mean, I don't understand. Hey, you spent money. You can't do anything. I'll do it all for you. And I'll just send them all to you when I can. Oh no, you're ripping me off. You're whatever, dude. Looks good on you. Thank you for the extra dreamsicle females on board back. Fucking idiot. Ugh.
So I got a question for you for John. John is now hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
And now
Congratulations.
He's looking for his watch time minutes. What would you recommend for him to do to try to get his watch time minutes up?
And I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yep. So,
Little girl's room time.
so, with me, I've never really been into the algorithms or anything like that. My whole goal was to put out content. So, Lord of Lion is sort of, the guy that basically, he has way more subscribers than me. And he's just an animal. He's like a editing, posting junkie. He's just awesome. The content that he comes up with, is great. So I usually ask him all these questions because I'm just too busy about ball pythons and doing other things. But I'm starting to learn it. So I can actually, I'm going to start getting some information like this and start posting it, or we'll do videos on it. Really in depth on Patreon, and then not so in depth on YouTube, just to get people started.
Right.
With the watch time, it's sort of tough because you've got to post. I think because Instagram and YouTube are two different. YouTube, I think 11 to 12 to 14 minutes is that sweet spot that you want. And posting it certain times at a certain time helps as well. But your content, I even look at mine, and a lot of my content, if I put a 15-minute video out, I was getting 4 or 5 minutes of watch time in that entire video. Now the way I've shrunk it, and it's more detailed, and I'm trying to relate more to the people. Like, hey, before I used to just go, hey everybody, I'm doing a VPI Spider 66% head, this, that. And people are like, I don't realize. I always thought that when I spoke, everybody out there knew exactly what I was saying. That isn't the case. So now it's like, oh, here is an animal, here's a visual spider, here's a head, and I try to explain it a little more for the new people and show visuals and do things like that, so that now they're more interested. And now my watch time on a 11, 12, 13-minute video is more 7 to 8, 9 minutes now. So it's almost doubled. And it's because I'm doing things differently for the viewers, where my whole mentality before was, hey man, you know what? I don't give a fuck if it's 15 minutes. I don't care if it's 35 minutes. Here you go. If they don't like it, they're not going to watch. I don't care. But now I understand there's so many people that want to learn and watch me. I'd be a dick to keep doing it that way. Well, I don't give a fuck what they want. They fuck them. No, I want people to watch us. I want people to learn, and that I can inspire them. I can teach them, or give them an opinion, and do things more so that they want to watch more, and it's working. And I like that. So I'm giving them more of what they want. And even in Brian's podcast, when he's doing a certain thing and the numbers start dropping, then he realizes that it's constantly dropping, that he's got to change or make it so that it goes in the other direction. Because if it keeps declining or just stays stagnant, we need growth. We want to do better, and we want to find out what makes it better. And that's what we're doing now. So by giving the people that watch us, that support us, more of what they want, and that's learning, seeing these animals that they either live through us or they're afraid of them, but they can and value the beauty and see it and see how we act and how much we love them. They can tolerate their I guess their afraidness. That's not even a word, Damn it, afraidness.
It is now.
It is now.
I want to interject real quick. We have our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Kathleen, for dropping a super chat. Just because Billy's on one of my podcasts doesn't mean you can take him now. I know we run in the same circles and stuff like that. That's an ongoing joke if you didn't know, Billy. We had someone say, because me and her swap guests a lot, because we run in a lot of the same circles. So we've gotten to the point where we like message each other behind closed doors and we're like, hey, who the fuck are you having on for the next month? That way we don't keep the same people on.
Yeah.
All right. So I was actually going to ask you about that. I saw in his podcast that he said that if he starts losing viewers, Brian Barczyk, that he decides he needs to change format. We've kind of hit a period of stagnancy, which he says is because we moved. We didn't put videos up very consistently over the last year. And when he said that, I've been up at night since I heard that, thinking about what did he mean when he meant change format, and what does he use for tools to know what he needs to do? Do you have any idea?
Well, if you're monetized, I have it on my app right now. So basically, I go and I use YouTube Studio.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to YouTube Studio, you have analytics. So in the last 28 days, I have 2.8 million watch time minutes. Views, I have 299,900 views. So almost 300,000 views in 28 days. My subscriber change is 1.3. So it's funny because I'm only growing 1,000 to 1,500 subscribers a month. And before it used to be a lot. And I don't know, I think now is because most of my true followers or people that want to follow me or in this industry, hobby, business, whatever you want to call it, at any level, or just people that want to watch and live through us and never own a snake and say, ooh, they're gross, but I love watching these guys and what they do. All those people, I would rather have only 50,000 people that really give a shit about what I do and really enjoy my content than having 1 million that there's 950,000 people that just watch it for fucking 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't give a fuck if I'm, 2 million, 3 million. I'd rather have 50,000 people that love what I do, support me, learn from me, do well because of me, or can learn something from me, or say, hey, I don't like what he's doing. I'm going to use a razor. I don't like the scissors. Cool. Awesome. I would rather have something small and genuine than something huge and who the fuck knows. So I look at all this stuff. I get to see my ranking by views. So which video does better than others.
Mm-hmm.
When I do that, like John said earlier, the Beast said earlier, he doesn't watch my mail video because he doesn't. Awesome. You know what? I mean, great. You don't love it. You don't like it. You don't want to watch it. Awesome. He doesn't watch it. It's those other people that watch it and they fucking whine. Oh, this is bullshit. Why the fuck are you watching it then? You like this man and don't fucking watch it. Fucking idiot. But anyways, those are my worst, So I know if I was to do mail Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I did mail every day, right, I wouldn't have the success I had. But I'm not going to get rid of mail Monday because I want to promote people. It's what I've done. It's what I've always done. It's what I'm going to continue to do, unless I don't get mail. This mail Monday is looking pretty weak. I only got 2 or 3 envelopes, but hey, looking at that, I know that many people don't like mail Mondays. Okay, so don't keep doing other videos like mail Monday because it's not going to get it. What's number one? Egg cutting, unboxing videos. People want to see, the shit that I'm getting or the shit that I'm making or see us react when we see it. Those are number one. So guess what? Do it better. Do it more. Concentrate more on it. So you get to sort of see which days, if you post an egg cutting video on a Tuesday and you post it on a Saturday, you're going to get way more views on a Saturday. You know why? Because more people are at home Saturday. Depending on what time you post it. So you just sort of learn to see what's working, what's not. And there's more work for you. Holy fuck, this is so much work and writing shit down. And yeah, but if you want to get better at it, you got to work at it. You don't just put a video out and it just fucking does well. There's a reason why it does. So timing, day, content, the length, etc., etc. But you utilize those analytics and it'll show you. It'll also, if you go into YouTube Studio through YouTube, it'll show you and your analytics, your graph. The watch time, how many days it comes back for the week or for the month. It's always growing high at the first, 3, 4, 5 days, because that's when you post it. And then it'll drop down. And then sometimes, it'll grow back up. You got to say, well, what did I post to make people come back, on day 14 to rewatch it to get that other little spike? Oh, I posted that video that almost went viral or had 40,000 views. So you just sort of analyze everything that's in there. It's in front of you, but it's work, and you got to figure it out and put that extra time in. So,
well, we're fighting a different battle right now as far as the channel, and maybe that's some of it too. Is we've been, Deadly Tarantula. My name's JD, by the way.
JD,
We've been doing just mainly tarantulas for many years, and over the last couple years, we keep tons of reptiles. I mean, we have
always have.
Yeah, and we just kept quiet about it. So now we're trying to step into the reptile market, and we have niched ourselves, and now trying to come in. When we put a snake video out, it doesn't get very many views very often. So we're expecting that lull, but we're still putting out tarantula videos, and people just don't seem to be interested anymore.
Well, not to the point that they were before. I personally feel like that diversifying is going to be important to stay relevant, and that even if we experience a lull, it will be worth it in the long run. We also know that moving was going to hurt us because we were living separately for 6 months. He's my filmographer and editor. We thought he was going to be home 3 days a week, and he started getting scheduled to work for 14, 16 days in a row. And so he would come home for 12 hours and we would batch film. But there were days when we did not follow schedule. And then we moved, and we were literally trying to rebuild enclosures and set up animals and feed animals. Of course, keeping our animals alive is going to come before filming.
100%. Yeah.
And, we told people that. And, the reality is it's people that don't keep these numbers of animals that have no idea,
100%.
What's happening, that just we're intolerant of that. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to come on and vlog that, I'm doing my hair while animals are languishing, on the other side of the property. I mean, that's just, so if we lose people over that, especially if it's only temporarily, I'm okay with that. Our subscribers haven't gone down. We're just not growing as quickly as we were. And so I'm not devastated over it. I mean, I always want to be growing, but I feel like ultimately we're doing the best that we can. We're always brainstorming. We're putting out the highest quality content that we can with the time that we have available to us now. And we work late lots of the time, frequently. I mean, most of the time.
People think it's easy, right? No, let's put out a video together, and it's so fucking hard. It's not as easy as everybody thinks.
One of my peeves is when people say, "Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, you're so..." Well, I am. I do believe that I'm blessed, but also too, "Oh, you're so lucky that Zilla sent you that." Well, also too, I earned that sponsorship.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
I'm so lucky that I got this egg sac, or I got this clutch, or I got this animal.
No, we worked for it.
Do you know how many hours I mean, yes, I am lucky. I'm lucky that have my health. I'm lucky that I am able to work. I'm lucky that I have my brain. But what I have is what I've earned.
Yep, 100%. And people don't realize it. And everybody just think this comes so easy. And it can, but it's not going to be all the time. Something can come, you're going to hit great odds. Wow, cool. Remember this high, because next year you might just get screwed over. You might get slugs, and remember this high, because you're going to need this high,
right,
to get you through all the lows that are coming, to get you to when the highs come back. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really want to be a roller coaster, because, every fucking year, man, that's a long wait. You wait a year and get nothing, and you got to wait another year. That's 2 years from the, wow, that's a big swing. But we do earn it. We do put the work in, and it isn't just something, wow, it just happens. I mean, it's a lot of work. And that's what I think Miguel was the first one to come out and start talking about money with ball pythons. Why the fuck can't we talk about money? I mean,
right.
Why is it so bad to make money off of animals, off of our hard work, what we love? That's like saying, "Oh, fucking Wayne Gretzky, what a fucking asshole. The guy makes millions of dollars playing hockey. What a fucking asshole." Why? He's entertaining. He loves what he's done. He's put fucking his entire life into it, sacrifices, training. He's got a skill. Wow. This is so different. We love what we do. We've put our work in. I mean, you know, for me to sit there and say that I'm not allowed to have a business or make money off of it or profiting off these animals, I love these animals. And I probably keep more than I make. You know, I keep growing. I didn't have to go spend $200,000-$300,000, build a new fucking facility and get everything and change new racks. I already had one. I already had fucking ARS racks. Oh, let me just fucking try these ones, you know, and let me just spend all this money on this new facility. Why? You know what? Because I want it. It's better for my team. I think it's better for, you know, my mindset, the animals, more, you know, turning the facility with everything that I was lacking. Oh, I wish we had this. Oh, I wish we did this. I wish we did that. Well, you know what? We're going to fucking make it happen. And that's what we did. We shouldn't be, you know, embarrassed or get, you know, shit on because we're making money off of our hard work, what we love. I mean, I've done this for 18, 19 years. And you know what? To get to where I am, I've suffered a lot, sacrificed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Animals, you know, some of the mental stuff I had to go through, wondering why, you know, these animals are dying in my care. And, you know, I didn't realize that they were sick when I got them. And, you know, you put 2 years or 3 years into breeding them, you know, raising them up and breeding them and finding out that they're fucking males. Like, what the fuck, you know, or find out that they're not hets. You know what I mean? Like, I've been through a lot because of other people fucking me over. And, you know, I'm here because of what I've been through, what I believe in, my hard work. And if I'm not allowed to you know, make a profit off it, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, why? Why not? You know, it's not like sitting there running a puppy mill and you know, not feeding them or giving a shit and just running the most of the shit that I make. That's amazing that I could be cashing in on. I'm fucking keeping, you know, and I spend almost more than I make. I'm an animal. I'm an addict. I'm going to have my next business is going to be ball python, BPA, ball pythons anonymous. Hi, my name's Billy and I'm an addict. Like, holy fuck, I can't help it. And just let me hold it. Like, it's crazy. You know, I love putting money back in, you know, and wow, I make money. Cool. What am I doing with it? Oh, buying new racks, putting it into this, buying coconut, buying rats, buying other animals, putting money back into our, you know, our industry, and other people are doing this and doing that. Oh, fuck, that sucks. Billy's an asshole. He's making all this money and putting it back into the fucking community. Okay, I'm a fucking asshole then. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to go shit. You know, I'm a fucking asshole. You know, I make money from ball pythons and spend it on ball pythons. Like, whatever, people. You know, you're just upset because you're not doing it, little whiners.
Corey Beneke, thank you so much. He or she super chatted us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. John, you had a question?
So it wasn't really a question. It was kind of going off of what Marita and Billy were saying. And it's a lot of people don't realize, like, I don't have that issue anymore. I stay at home. I'm a full-time student. So this is my only job. Like, YouTube, the snakes, and my family are my job. I put 12, 14 hours in a day on all of them and find a way to combine them. But a lot of people in this industry, they work an 8, 12, 14-hour job, and then they come home and put another fucking 6 to 8 hours into their animals only. Say that you can't get paid off of this is fucking ridiculous. Like, we're giving up all our time, all our passion. Like, I know people that sleep 2-3 hours a night just so they can keep their animals fucking pristine.
Yeah.
Like,
people don't get it. And the thing is I don't understand why. You know, I make really good money breeding ball pythons, but I've also invest a lot of money to do so. I hold stuff back instead of making money. Do you know why I'm hitting all these stuff? Is because instead of selling them for 30, 40,000 a few years ago, I said, fuck it. I believe in this hobby. I believe in this industry. I believe in my collection. I want to be better. I don't want to go to my collection and open the drawers and see the same fucking animals with the same genes that I had for the last 4 fucking years. I need
Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Billy. You just stabbed me in the heart. Fuck. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's all in circles, and it's fine.
Here's the thing. What works for me? I need that excitement. I need that growth. I need to, you know, to move and know that everything that I'm doing is moving forward. You know, I don't want to stay stagnant. That's just my personality. I have other people that have come to me. It's like, yep, I'm just going to have 20 breeder females and that's it. I'm like, yeah, sure you will. 5 years later, 20 breeder. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you do that? There's no fucking way. You know, it's one of those things, you know, you see on Facebook, they see this creepy house, you know, stay in here for a year without any internet, TV, or cell phone. You make $1 million, you know, and people like, I could do it. No fucking way, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with that. Could you have a collection for 3 years and only have 20 breeder females and they always are the same and you never change anything? Fuck no, you know, fuck the $1 million. I need to look, holy shit, look what I made. Like, you know, first year you'd be like, holy shit, yeah, fucking clown pied. Next year, oh, clown pied. Fucking clown pied. Holy fuck, guess what? Another clown pied. Motherfuck. I couldn't do it, man. I need more genes going in. I need them to be stacked. I need make double, triple hets and hit those 1 in 16s, 1 in 32s, 1 in 64s. I mean, I got triple, quadruple, and 5 het. What are they? Quintuplet? Quintuplets? I don't know. But yeah, I've got those growing up in my racks, you know, I mean, in the hundreds, 128, fuck, I may never hit them, but you know what? I got a chance. I got more of a chance than people that don't have those fucking animals in there. I'm shooting for it. Might take me 5-10 years to actually hit some stuff and prove it out and actually get better odds. So now I'm 1 in, you know, 64 or 1 in 32 and then put them together and, you know, the 66 were real. Boom. Yay. I got it. It's fucking sick. I'm shooting that way. I'm not going to sit there and go, no, it's such a long, it's so hard. Well, I guarantee you, if you got that fucking attitude and mentality, you're never going to hit it. Like, you know, at least it's like playing at the lotto. You'll never fucking win it if you don't buy a ticket. You at least got to buy a ticket. Even if you don't win, at least you're in the fight. At least you have a ticket. I guarantee you, if you don't have a ticket, you'll never win. That's a fucking for sure. So, you know, we're chasing dreams. People are hitting these fucking animals, you know. The guy that Miguel bought the what's it? Matt
Byron, the Sunset Clown.
The Sunset Clown. 1 fucking egg. All the rest went bad. 1 egg. 1 in 16 fucking het, double het to double het. 1 fucking egg. He hit it. Holy shit. You know, 1 egg. I'll never hit it and fucking just throw it against the wall because he's pissed. Well, fuck, he hit it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have some stake in it in order to, like, you know, stop being negative, be positive, and it might not happen. You know, I've tried to hit animals for 2-3 years and I finally hit them. Like, motherfucker, now, holy, but I could have given up, but I didn't. So it's just crazy. But I am at that stage where I want to keep growing and I want to look at better stuff. Some people, like, if you're still doing that, that's maybe where you're at, or maybe that's why you're at where you're at. Now you're going to say, hey, you know what? I don't like this. I see other people growing up and moving up and doing what they're doing. I need to step up my game and do this and change things up a little and let me see where that takes me. But I need that.
A lot of it was, so this is my first year actually producing.
Okay.
I've had the last 3 years growing up, a lot of females. And then last year I had a couple of pairings, but none of them went. Had issues with my thermostats and shit happens, whatever. Came back, did it again. So I'm going into my, I guess, technically 3rd year of actually pairing stuff. And I'm starting to chase what my overall goal was. But I had to start. And when I started, I think I put, my wife's on here. I'm going to get fucked up. I put close to dollars into it. You know what I mean? But so it's all coming to fruition. Thanks, babe. I love you. Positive vibes only. Fuck.
Scouty Poo is Mrs. Beard, by the way.
So
if anyone's watching the chat.
But it was, and like you were saying before with your first wife, it was like I had to keep telling her, I was like, I'm persistent. I'm not fucking giving up. Like, you're gonna have to deal with this. Sorry, I love you. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm doing this. Like, this is my thing. I'm doing it. And she's like, I don't know if we could do it. Like, we're leveraging a lot of money. I was like, look, I fucking made eggs. I'm doing this. Like,
correct.
Here it is.
A lot of people need to see the results, and even personally. So say, for example, you haven't really seen, you're new. So you might be like, oh, I don't know if I can spend. Oh my God, I'm spending all this money. Oh. You sort of have doubts because it's something that's new and you haven't seen it. It's like, holy shit, I see all these people. I know it's possible because I've been there. I know that. It's like, wow, what am I doing? I just spent $15,000 on a male. Holy fuck, what am I doing? Like, I'm going to be eating Kraft dinner for a year, but I bought a 50. What the fuck's wrong with me? And then you know what? You bought it. I had females that were ready the next year, put them to them. Holy shit, I made $35,000-$40,000 a year. I'm like, what? Holy fuck. Then I went and bought another, I spent another this and I spent that. And, in 2012, I bought a bumblebee banana male for 35 grand. And fuck, the market tanked. I'm like, oh my God. I sold that animal in 2016. So 4 years later for $700. So I paid $35,000 and I sold it as a proven breeder male for $700 in 2016. Might have been 17, but I'm thinking it was 16. But that was a bomb. But you know what? Almost every banana that I have, my super banana, I mean, I think I hit $40,000 in banana pied combos this year. Wow. And that's 8 years later. Like it's crazy. And that's with something that tanked. So the longevity of what you hold back and what you keep making year after year, it's from that one original investment. But you got to get your mind around it. Because when I was spending $15,000, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. What am I doing? But then as soon as I saw it, I'm like, holy shit, I can do this. Holy shit, look what I've done. Now the confidence is here. It's like, fuck it, let me do this. Bam. Holy shit, look at this. Bam. And now I'm a fucking monster. And I've proven to myself. 7 years ago, it's probably 6 or 7 years ago when I left my wife, where I was then compared to what I have now, holy fuck, going from, 5 to 6 digits. And now I'm hitting 6 to 7 digits in 6 years. Holy fuck. It's because of, what I put in and how I grew. And now my girlfriend now, it's like, oh yeah, well, you just bought that snake. What did that cost you? $38,000. Okay, yeah, I know what you know what you're doing. Where if I did that 6-7 years ago, are you fucking nuts? What the $38,000 fucking dollar a snake? What the fuck? They but now because of my success and what I'm doing, no problem. No problem. So you gotta, you almost gotta convince yourself that you know what you're doing. And doing it and seeing it and getting that confidence and then showing it and seeing the results and growing and the money coming in and the business growing. And then, the wifey's like, holy fuck. Yeah, go, she'll start helping you. Holy shit. You did what? Oh, why don't you buy this snake for $5,000? Well, buy that one for $6,000. They'll help you because they see your passion. They see your success. You've proven it to them. But right now you going, hey honey, I'm going to go spend $20,000 on an animal. Are you fucking nuts? You know what I mean? You're sleeping on the couch or outside in the doghouse or, she'll build you a fucking doghouse to sleep in. You know what I mean? But once you show and prove it to yourself that you're confident and you can do this and you actually made money and you see that this is real. Because a lot of people go, I tell people all the time, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen you, on YouTube. Yeah. It's like, yeah, well, you make money at this. I'm like, fuck, I'm pretty much a millionaire because of this. From selling snakes. And then they start getting interested. But other people, if you don't mention the money you make, you just spend. Hold on, did I just hear you right? You spent $25,000 on a snake? Oh yeah, I've spent $38 on one. That's my most expensive one. That's $35 and $20. What the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you do that? And then you tell them you make money, and then oh my God, how much? Oh wow, shit. Is there more money? Wow, it's like the money has to be a tag to something in order to make people understand. And that's fucking so wrong. You know what I mean? But if you were confident, like when you start doing this, I'm like, holy shit, and people don't realize if you spend a $200 snake and a $500 snake and you put them together and you get 6 to 8 eggs, okay, your investment, did I say 5 and 2? So that's $700. If you get 8 eggs and you average even $200 a baby, okay, that's $1,600. Well, you just turned 7 into $1,600 year one. Keep stuff back, you sell off everything. Now you sell off 700, you keep off the rest is grow ups or holdbacks next year, and you still own the animal so that you basically got your investment back. It's next year, whatever you make is profit. You know, the year after, whatever you make is profit. And then those babies that you hold back, whatever they make is profit on top. And then you add 5 years of that and you're like, holy fuck, I turned $700 into $4,000. And people are like, well, it's only $4,000. Yeah, but it started with 700. You know what I mean? Now, when I start with 70,000 and I turn it into 400,000, holy fuck, what? You just made 400 grand? It's the same fucking, you know, it's the same percentage, except what I start with. And that's why I tell people, if you want to buy $1,000 snake and raise it up for 2 to 3 years and breed it, or you go spend $5,000 on a snake and you spend the same time, same space, same effort, same cocoa, same food, everything exactly the same. I guarantee you in 2 to 3 years, you'd rather have the $5,000 female on eggs instead of 1,000 at the same cost, because now you're making 5 times your money on that animal doing the same shit. And that's why now, I mean, I'm holding $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 females because I'm 1,500 and then 3,000 and then 5,000. You know, I'm averaging almost per clutch on an average 5,000 to 6,000 a clutch. So I have over 200 clutches a year. I'm doing like 1.2 million in production. I think this year I probably did 1.5. Next year, I may be able to get to it, but if not next year, the year after, I'm going to raise that to 10,000 a clutch and try to hit 250. So 2.5 million in production. But you can't do that without the experience, the knowledge, the capability, and you know, but you don't have to shoot for 250, shoot for 10. You know, if you have 10 eggs, or I mean 10 females, and say they're $100 each, and you go get a $500 male, that what you want to shoot for with those odds is, hey, 8 eggs at 150 or so, you know, 125 or 150, you want to make $1,000 clutch. So if all 10 females lay, you make 10 grand. Okay. You want to raise that from 1,000 to 2,000, then you better take that $500 male and buy a $1,200 or $1,500 male. Now that clutch to those same females are going to be 2,000. You go get a $20,000 fucking male and you breed those 10 females. Now your clutches should be around 8,000 to 10,000. Now you just spent 20 grand with those same breeder females that cost you nothing, that you've already paid for 5 times over. And now you're bringing in $8,000 clutches times that. You just made 80 grand. It's 4 times your money off of that one male to those same breeder fucking females. Holy shit, that are paid for. I just paid 4 times my money. Year 1. Year 2, you do the same, add more. Next thing you know, it's money, money, money. You do this.
You're getting me all hot and bothered, Billy.
Yeah, but that's how you do it. It's time. You know, you're not going to go and sit there and go spend all this money. And then year 1, holy fuck, I made all this money. You can do well. But year 2, you know, year 3, year 4, the pastel crystal that I bought that in 2010. Even though it's het monsoon, I didn't realize it. But the very first 2 years, the very first year, I bought it for $21,500 US. I brought it in. I bred it to 13 females, had 13 females give me eggs. And then year 2, I had 12, so 25 females. I think I made, with what I held back and what I sold, just over 200, 250, around that in 2 years off of that one investment. And now that those animals, I've kept most of them back. Now they're het monsoons. I've made $1 million off of that fucking animal, or I will in the next couple of years. But you know, that banana bumblebee male, 35 grand. The very first year, I think I made 40,000 producing stuff and holding stuff back. But I guarantee you, since then, over the last 8 years or 7 years of breeding and having that stock, I guarantee it's over 200, even though that was a tank. But everything that I make, if I hit 7 bananas this year, that like banana clowns, and they're $3,000 each, so it's $21,000. That all came from that animal that I paid $35,000 8 years ago. It's the time. The longer you do this and keep producing and adding and growing and holding stuff back, you can't lose. You know, you can't unless you don't put the fucking work in or you give up. That's a guarantee. You give up. You don't work. You don't put the work. You don't feed them. You don't breed them at the right time. Cool. And at the same point, you want to create stuff that you know can sell to turn over, and create stuff that you want to keep. because you're going to get into, well, not everybody, but some people will go, wow, look what I made. I made 2 of these. I'm holding them back and nobody wants the other shit. Neither do you. So it's like, oh, I can't sell the other crap. Yeah, but you also don't want to sell the stuff that you want to keep, because if you do that, then it's going to hurt you down the road. So what you want to do is like, okay, how do I make stuff so that everybody wants it? Even me, that I don't even give a shit if I sell it because I could keep more of it. It's hard. And it's the number and the amount of genes and the power that you buy in those animals. You know, so when you're breeding a 3-gene visual clown to a 3-gene visual clown with the right genes, they're fucking expensive animals, especially breeding size. But everything comes out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-gene visual clown. Who doesn't want those? You know, it's awesome. But guess what? Who has the money for a 2, 3-gene visual clown that are $3,000-$4,000 years ago to be breeder size now? You know, what do people do? 2, 3-gene hets, single gene hets. You know, that's how you start. And then you start making stuff, holding stuff back, selling off. And then eventually you sell off those hets and you replace them with visual combos. Takes time, unless you got the money. Money saves you time. But if you don't put the work in, you don't love what you're doing, you don't bust your ass and grind, you're wasting your fucking money. Guaranteed.
Well, we're in a different ball game because that spider that I just pulled up, it's never going to change. It's there's no albinos, there's no morphs of it. It's one thing. And this animal that we've had it since 2013. It's 7 years old, still not big enough to breed.
Yep.
We do have one animal that is old enough to breed, and both of us have been trying since the 90s to produce this animal. Still haven't produced one. We got an egg sac last year, no good. So our dedication is more to, like, she loves piebald. Everything has to have piebald in it.
Good taste.
So we bought a collection. We bought a bunch of babies about 7, 8 years ago, and all the numbers got mixed up. They were all hets. So we have clown genes in our collection that we've never been able to produce. And so this last couple of years, we started investing.
Reinvested again pretty heavily.
Because she wasn't real big into them until the last year or so. And now there's so many colors out there. She's like, well, yeah, I'm interested in that. So you have to have the passion for it. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I like what you're talking about, spending the big money on a male, because everybody's telling you, don't buy males, just buy females. And what you said makes absolute perfect sense.
Yeah, but it also depends on how you structure. So everything that I buy or everything that I try to make, there's a reason why I made it, or there's a reason why I bought it. Holy shit. If I just bought animals because they look cool, I'd be calling Justin and Ozzy, Garrick the Meyer, fucking Miguel. I mean, I could list 1,000 people and just buy fucking random cool looking animals. But I need a female for this. I need a male to fill this for this group. Everything I buy and make, it fits into the puzzle of the picture that I'm making or I'm trying to make. I don't just sit there and go, holy fuck, that's beautiful, let me buy it. Wow, I just spent $60,000 on a bunch of animals. Holy fuck, they're cool. And when I post them on social media, everyone's going to go ooh and ah and share it and go, wow, you're so lucky. But what the fuck am I doing with them? I can't make any more because I don't got the right fucking double hets. I don't. Stupid. You got to have a structure and a plan and you know, a project. Everything is a fit. Most of the stuff you see me buy is something that I need for my collection to make it, you know, go to another level or add another gene or a few genes into it because I missed trying to hit it myself. So when I don't hit, like last year, I was trying to hit Enchi Dreamsicles and I'm like, fuck, I missed. How the fuck did I not hit any? Motherfucker, I'm so pissed. And I'm like, fuck it. If I don't hit any this year, I'm just going to call Justin or whoever else. I'm just going to go fucking buy one. I don't care because I need Enchi into it because I love what Enchi brings into Pied and the color it brings in Lab. It's like, it's key. So thank God I fucking hit a few. Like, I'm like, oh my God, thank God. But if I didn't, that was my number one animal to buy this year. Top of the list. So, you know, you need to inject those animals. And there's nothing wrong with, I could even wait another year. You know what? I had 2 shitty years. I didn't hit any last year. I hit 2 females. I need a male. You know what? I'm going to do it next year. I'm going to hit. But I don't want to wait because that year for me and my business and plus what I know I'm capable of doing, I can buy it to save that year, even though I'm probably going to hit 2 or 3 next year.
Right.
Nothing wrong with waiting. I just don't like the wait. I'm an impatient motherfucker. I got the money. I'm going to fucking spend it. You know why? Because I love what these do, how I feel, what I can make. I don't want to wait. I don't want to see Justin make some more crazier shit when I'm like, fuck, I still got to wait. Damn it. If I had that mail last year, I could have probably done the same fucking thing. God damn it, I got to wait another year. I hate feeling that way. So I put my money where my mouth is and I buy it so I can get there faster. But it costs you money. But I can wait and make it, but I'm just impatient. And I want to be creative. I want to be sort of up there and make stuff and have people go, holy shit, Billy, that's amazing. Because one, it sort of solidifies what I do. Because the very first, say, 8 years when I was into this, 2002 to 2000 and say, I started getting recognition back in 2000, and that's locally, 2009. From 2002 up, when you made something, you couldn't just post it. There was no such thing as social media. You couldn't post it. You couldn't do anything. Like no one, wow, look what I made. Wow. Everyone's like, a fucking snake, dude. Yeah, you couldn't post it. And, you could tell somebody, one of the 4 friends that you knew in this hobby, oh, wow, that's cool. Fucking asshole. They talk behind your back. What a fucking asshole. Holy fuck. No one was there for you. Now you post something and the whole world will share it and go, wow, and fucking support you. And it's amazing time. And that's what I mean. And you guys have no idea what we had to do to get fucking where we are now. And you guys are so lucky. And the shit that I had to do and lose and suffer and cry at night and the money I lost and the fucking people that fucked me over. Fucking so bad, man. And you guys don't have to do that if you listen. There's scammers out there that fucking take advantage of you. Why? Because the prices are too low. Send me the money now. And you got to look at the way they spell and the pictures.
Right.
You need to do your due diligence, man.
Right.
But where we were back then, you got ripped off. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to cry to? Nobody. Like you were just sitting there, man, I just got fucked for $5,000. Fuck, this sucks. I can't fucking believe it. Hope I see this guy at a show. Of course he didn't, because he fucked 5 other people at the same fucking Ontario. And then he moved on to another country or another province and fucked people until, he made what he wanted and got out, But here we have things where we can look out for people, we can help people, we can support people, we can share, we can help get them to fucking 100 subscribers, 500 followers, 1,000. We can push and, interact and do socials like this and go on Facebook Lives. Having the people in my facility and having that contest where, someone put a video in and we get to know the people, that got so out of hand that I just wanted to have a cool contest. Man, hearing people's stories and then other people saying, hey, and relating. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, man, they're messaging these people going, hey, man, that was how I got into snakes. And next thing you know, they're friends. And it just sort of went, crazy. And having everybody in the one room, like, oh, my God, hey, Justin, here's Ozzy and this. And, people were sitting there going like, oh, my God, look at all these fucking incredible people in one room. Wow. And I can take pictures with them and vlog. And holy shit, they're cool as fuck. Holy shit, I can talk to them and they're normal. Like Ozzy, man. Ozzy is the most laid back fucking, he's just an amazing guy. And you know what? You can walk up to him and say, hey, you Ozzy? Yeah, how you doing? He'll shake your hand, talk, shoot the shit. People think that, like you can't talk to us or you can't, go to, Justin. And yeah, I mean, they're busy people and yeah, they're amazing. And they've done so much for this industry and they'll continue to do it. And they're fucking amazing people. But they're just like all of us and they're humble and they're amazing fucking people. But you will find someone that thinks they're fucking better than everybody and it's a complete fucking asshole. And when you find that person, you're going to sit there and go, you know what? That guy's an asshole. I don't like him. And that's your opinion and you don't have to like him. It's amazing having people around that have so much knowledge and all we give a shit about is talking about what we love and sharing shit and helping and promoting people. And it's fucking amazing. And I missed it because we didn't have it this year. It sucks. I can't even go to an expo. I can't fly anywhere. I fly 3-4 times a year to different, events all over the world. Fucking sucks because I love interacting with people, taking pictures and signing autographs and, inspiring people and seeing what other people are doing in other countries. And it's amazing. And I'm glad to be a part of it. And I just love how this whole industry now is picking people up and pushing people forward. And hey, man, there's so many people in the world, not even just in our community, that have PTSD, ADHD, and OCD, and anxiety. And you know what? I mean, it's so welcoming and welcoming and warming. And some people forget they have it because we're just so fucking awesome with each other. It's like, wow, and if it wasn't here, then people could be like, in a bad time, or, just having a really shitty day, but then they can flip their phone on and be a part of, this community with so many amazing people. And I fucking think it's awesome. And I think it's great as a whole, because people now with everything that's going on with what I grew up with, or not what I grew up with, but, the first 6 to 8 years of me being into this hobby, fuck, it would have pushed them to fucking do stupider shit than they're thinking now. Right. Like, it was horrible. Like, why is everyone a fucking piece of shit? Why would he fucking fuck me up? Why would he ruin this? I wanted to make fucking eggs, and he sold me 4 fucking males, cocksucker. Fuck, right. And it was so shitty, and now nobody would really do that because they're going to get called out. So it's such a great time, and people are helping people and picking them up, and so many people from different, income levels, different regions of the world, different, I mean, I'm hyper as fuck, people, I mean, when I'm in a normal setting, people are like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? Like, oh my God, that guy's coked out. Right,
I remember when that fucking came up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I can't help it. I have ADHD. I'm fucking hyper. I have, mild Tourette's that I hope doesn't get worse. I don't know, but this is me. This is what you see. This is what you get. I'm hyper. I'm passionate. I love what I do. I love helping people. I won't fuck you over. You might not like what I have to say, but it's what I believe in, or, oh, all these people hated me for 10 years for cutting with scissors. Yes. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I still cut. I'm fucking. and now most of you say, hey, fuck, it's actually, I like it better. Awesome. Right. And you're allowed to have choices, but I didn't go, oh, everyone's mad at me. I better change. No, fuck them. I'm my eggs, my fucking thing. I'm cutting them with what the fuck I feel comfortable with. Right. If you want to use something different, go ahead. You'll never see me shitting on somebody. Hey man, guess what? You use a razor, you're an idiot. You should use scissors. No. Right. So why are you telling me I'm an idiot and I should use a razor? Shut the fuck up. If that's what you like, do it. That's basically it. There's so many things that we have an opinion on, and we can do things a certain way. Oh, you have to feed frozen thawed. Why? Why don't you have to feed live? It's so stupid what we fight over, and fucking right. No. Do what you.
I'm in the scissor camp, by the way, for the record. I also need to shout out Paul Taylor for jumping in the super chat. Thank you so much. You are awesome.
Paul Tyler's here.
Paul Taylor.
You sure it's Taylor? He's not Tyler? That's a joke that we have.
I'm like,
calling him. I actually have to fly his ass to my facility because I kept calling, and the funny thing is I read it, right? It's right in front of me. Yeah. Paul Taylor. But for some reason, I always said Paul Tyler. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I fuck up. I'm sorry. And then I said, you know what? If I do this in another fucking podcast or anything, I'm just going to fucking fly your ass and you can come kick my ass or do whatever. I'll fly in, hang out at the facility. It's on me. And then, weeks later, I do a fucking online thing and I'm like, hey, everybody. And Paul Tyler's here. I'm like, oh, for fuck. I guess you're coming, brother. Like, so I'm going to fly his ass here to, hopefully he doesn't kick my ass too hard. But, after he does, we'll have a good time. But
I was just going to say everything's shut down in Canada, but I think the spring NARBC is still on. So are you guys in lockdown that you're not going to be able to fly here? Because we had that big party at Earl's last spring. Yeah, everybody was there but you.
I talked to Earl quite a bit. He's an awesome,
I know.
I love him. Earl gives me a shout, or we chat about a whole bunch of shit. Next thing you know, it's holy fuck, it's been 2.5 hours, dude. Oh, fuck.
I know. Believe me, I know. Time's flown. And I got to feed this beast.
Earl's awesome. And I definitely want to come out and see him and his wife and check out his place. And
me.
Yeah, it's another guy that I've talked to so many times. There's so many people that I want to meet in person. Now, here, we're in total lockdown. Like,
Oh,
No
man.
stores are open. A few box stores, only necessity. No restaurants. You can't eat. You can't do anything. You can't even gather outside more than 5 people or 10 people. Like, it's total lockdown. It's crazy. But I understand it. Our numbers are really low. I get it. But I think that with us being so strict, a lot of countries, and I think the numbers have to come down. And I think because US, Russia, I think India, and there's a couple other countries that are the top 5.
Mhm.
If we're good and you guys aren't still, your numbers are still high, we'd be
They're
stupid.
going to say you can't come
Yeah,
here.
it'd be stupid for our government to say, "Hey, we're really good now. We've done all this shit, and now we're pretty much down." But let's fly
All
into
of you fly to the diseased countries and bring it back
bring
now.
it back, and we can fucking continue this bullshit. Now, yeah, so I understand it. I respect it.
It's called herd vaccinations. That's how it fucking works.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this goes away like August. Where people can come from the U.S. so that I can go to out to the Red Deer if we have we have a big show in Red Deer in Alberta, and then the following month it's the CRBE here, and then October is Tinley, and then I'd like to do Ham in December. This is the first year I didn't go to Ham. And then I definitely going to do the UK. I was supposed to go in April after I got back from Colombia. That was my next April 4th. I was supposed to go to Doncaster and hang out with Paul Milner and then, Gavin, balls to you, and do all that kind of stuff and see all those awesome people out there that have supported me forever. I got a huge following in the UK. And I just want to meet all those people. And I'm English and half Scottish, so I definitely want to go there and check it out. But that sucks. So I can wait for 5-6 months and then start traveling. But I don't want to have it where we start traveling and then they say, "Hey, here's a little bit. Oh, fuck you guys for another year." Like, I'd rather get it over and then get our life back and not look back as best we can. Like, if we have to walk around wearing masks for the rest of our lives, but we can travel and go back to sort of normal, but have to wear a mask and social distance, I'm fucking down for it. Who knows what normal is going to be after all this shit.
Right.
But I don't want to have it where, it's open for 2 months. We're taking it away. Taking it away. Like, fuck that. Right. Take it away. And then when you give it back, fucking, we're keeping it. Like, that's how I want it. But,
well, real quick, Tom Rockholm from Timeless Morphs said EAD, Chad. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but he dropped in the super chat.
That's awesome. So, do you guys want me to explain what EAD is?
Yes, please. We want to hear. We want to let us in to your secret world.
Okay, so EAD means eat a.
All right.
Eat a,
Got it.
So
to Chad. Okay.
Yeah, so Chad from Richie's Reptile. Fucking do that again. Richie's Recessives. It's another thing to fuck up. See, I got to watch what I say. It's like, if I say that again, I'm going to fight. No, I got to watch.
Uh-oh.
Richie's Recessives. I can
gotta get you to mispronounce my name so I can go and see you.
Fucked up, man. So, I don't know where it started, but one of them, it was just, I think it's something between him and Tom from Atypical Origins. I don't know where it started, but it was just EAD, and now it's famous. And
right.
It's everywhere. And at the end of the podcast, for the last 2 times I had Shelby as well as Brian Barczyk say, "Hey, Chad, EAD," or "Eat a dick," So it's pretty funny. I don't know where it started, but I mean, it's funny as hell. And Chad's just an awesome guy.
There we go.
Yeah, he's no idea where it started or when it's ending, but just be on the lookout. Something's coming, and it's awesome.
Somebody's gonna be eating. All right, gotcha. All right.
So when he was talking about the 2 hours, he wasn't talking about us being on 2 hours. He was talking about when you call Earl, when you get on the phone, you know this.
Yeah.
You're not getting off the phone for like 2 to 3 hours.
Bought a headset.
Yeah.
Because of Earl, so we could keep working and talking but that's too when he moved. So when he was driving, he could talk with the headset on. But
And
yeah.
we love the guy. He's
Earl,
absolutely
yes,
amazing.
So he's rocking Lone Star Reptiles. I'm rocking Snakes and the Fat Man. I love me some Chris Eaton.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. I said that on the podcast the other night. Chris finally became a sticker and shirt bitch, like all of us. He started getting his own sticker. He messaged me. He's like, "Hey, dude, yeah, I fucking finally gave in and became a sticker bitch," or whatever, how he worded it, like all of us, sticker girl. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you a fucking sticker. What's your address?" I'm like, "Cool, I'll send you some back." And it's fucking both time, bro. What the fuck? Support, man. Can't wait to get my Snakes and the Fat Man sticker and slam it on my sticker wall now. So
all right. So I have a question for you.
Sure.
As a famous person and a social influencer, I get a little sexual harassment, and you're a sexy, sexy man. How much sexual harassment do you get? I want to know the truth.
Actually, it's funny. My girlfriend asks me that all the time. I don't really. I mean, it's. I don't know if it's because I'm popular or whatever, but I'll see. Like, I'll read some of when I make a post or on YouTube. And it's like, "Wow, Billy, you're looking really good today." Like, oh, and they put a heart emoji or something.
Yeah.
That's it. But it doesn't really get, like, I don't really get private messages or anything like that. I don't know. I'm fucking an old fuck now. I mean, maybe 20 years ago.
Shut up.
I mean, it is what it is. But no, it's surprising. And, some of the comments, I mean, I don't really go through the comments and read them all. I try to. And then I just go and I like them, and sometimes I comment, but I'm so busy that I can't really comment
reply to everybody.
One. So I sort of go through, but I do see the odd comment. And then my girlfriend will follow me also. She follows me and she'll look and, "Who's this person?" And I'm like, "What?" It's like, I was like, Tiffany 69XXX or something, even though it's not that. But I'm like, I don't know. It's like, "Oh, well, she really liked it. Heart, heart, heart." I'm like, honestly, I don't know, but I understand her point because everyone knows I'm taken. It shouldn't be where people are sort of, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I understand where she's coming from. Some chicks trying to hit me up, but at least it's on a public view. It's not
right.
And the funny thing is on my Instagram, which is Facebook, I hardly answer. It's Instagram, and Instagram's my last. I usually go text message first, then I go to my email, then I go to my Discord / Patreon, and then I go to Instagram. On Instagram, if I'm not following you, I have people that are in my
it's like a spam folder almost.
Yeah, it's that I haven't accepted the requests.
Yeah.
And I have like thousands. Like, I can't even go through, like, when I go on Facebook for friend requests, I can scroll for like an hour and not even hit it's nuts. But I don't have time to go in and look and check.
Right.
Especially on Facebook. Instagram, when I have a chance, I'll go through and I'll look at their picture and I'll look at snakes and with follow, and then other people below, and I'll scroll and hit like 6 or 7, and that's what I do. And then you'll see a bunch of people going, "Oh my God, I can't believe Billy followed me." Billy followed me. And I do that probably once or twice a week. But who knows what's in my spam folder? Right. I have no idea. But surprisingly enough, I mean, it's not like I'm getting proposals or anything like this, or
Never.
No, surprisingly not. So I guess I ain't as sexy as I think. No, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, and surprisingly enough, I'm sort of glad because I'm fucking way too busy to that's all I do. I work and I fucking come home, man. I'm a workaholic. So, but I love what I do, so it's not really work. So
sounds like a good life.
Yeah, I love it, and you know why now, especially now, where I started and what I had and what I went through, to where I look now, and even the new facility. I look at the new facility, I'm like, holy fuck, like, it's funny. I'll just read you something here. So I have some friends that were in this hobby a long time ago, like 10 years ago, and they were in it for probably 4 or 5 years, and they ended up moving, and I guess just chasing their career and doing what they had to do, and now I see that they're getting back in. So they messaged me and it's right. That's what I mean. It's right here. No, I got to fucking search for it because I had so many people messaging me here. So they're like, they wanted to get some more ARS racks. They're finally getting back into the snakes. We're settled into the new house and getting snake room built. We're looking to get into some ARS. Are you doing that? And I'm like, hey guys, I'm looking to put another order in. I just don't know when. Awesome. We're in no rush. Do this, blah, blah, blah. We're looking to get some other animals, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, things have sure gone crazy since we've been out of it. I hope all is well and the odd gods bless you this season. I'm like, thank you so much. I said, I also have many more animals that are not posted on the website and Morph Market. I'm just too lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm just too busy to post more. I got about another 100 to 200 animals to put up. And they're like, okay, we'll confirm with, her husband. We're looking for over the next few days and get back to you. Have a great New Year's. And I'm like, cool, blah, 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 this and that. And it's like, we have started watching your YouTube and we're checking out your Instagram. And we literally said last night, Billy did it. Because don't forget, when they were in it, 2014 or 13. So I was just sort of up and coming,
Right.
And they're like, we remember standing outside your place in Orangeville after taking a photo shoot in your basement setup. And you were saying the dream was to have a facility. And it says, and you've done it and you should be proud. Everyone we spoke to in the last couple of weeks since deciding to get back into it have said that you are the guy in Canada. Hard work and dedication pays off. And it says, and definitely we need to come see you in the new year. And I'm like, thank you so much. And I said, I remember that night, but I had this dream for so long and I never gave up. And when I can go into my facility now and see where I am now and what I've done, it's insane. Like I pinch myself sometimes. It's just like, wow, like look what I've done. And it's all hard fucking work, and dedication and taking the fucking lumps and saying, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get better and not get hit so hard and, pushing yourself forward. But don't give up. I mean, what you guys have at your fingertips and help from bigger breeders and other breeders and newer breeders. I mean, I've learned stuff from when I had that snake shipment in. I've never had fucking dead frozen snakes before. I thought they were dead. People are calling me, messaging me and saying, hey, Billy, do this, don't do that. And I'm like, right. And I listened to them. And if I didn't listen to them because, I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking creation. I know everything. If they had that type of fucking shitty attitude and didn't listen, I probably would have killed them, and I can't fucking believe, I mean, some of them still have a little bit of a wobble, but they're getting better. I hope that after, it could take months that they totally go away. But out of all those snakes, everyone's, I would have bet money. I'm like, there's no fucking way these things, look at it's fucking frozen. Like if I threw it against the wall, it would have fucking broken like glass. Like that's how cold they were and frozen. Like I'm talking frozen. I never have seen anything like that in my life. And wow. So now at least I can use that experience. And if somebody else, I can say, hey, watch my video or whatever you do, warm them up slowly, put them, and I didn't know, but I was panicking and I'm like, hold on. Is it good to warm them up fast? I mean, it was just, I was all over the place, but it was fucking unreal. I learned from people that, hey, this happened to me with a gecko and blah, blah. I listened to them because I didn't know. And thank God I did. So, I'm a big breeder. I've been doing this for 18 years, but I learned something fucking new from someone that probably has been in this for 6 months. It's amazing. Don't think you're too good for anybody. And don't think you know everything. And don't think that somebody that's smaller than you can't fucking learn anything from. Like if you have that kind of fucking attitude, like just get the fuck out of the hobby because there's no room for you here. Really. So, that's my opinion. Right. So,
and like you said, when we started this and you were asking somebody for advice, if they gave you any advice at all, you had to think about it because there was a good chance they were trying to send you down the wrong path.
You were like, like really? Like, well, it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. Like, yeah, it was like, let me try it with one and not the other. Oh, thank God I didn't do it with them all because this one died. Yeah. It was fucked up. Like, I'm glad you don't even have to realize or be a part of it or even try to comprehend what I had to go through and many other people.
Well,
you know, it was shitty. And I guarantee you, if it wasn't like that, there'd be a lot of more amazing people here today, still today. And this would be a lot bigger than it is now if we had the concept and the mindset of how we are now the last, say, 3 or 4 years. You know, it just started this way. This new wave is coming, and everyone's riding it, and they fall off, they get back fucking on, and it's great. The waves are strong, and the people are falling off. They're getting back on in high numbers. So this ain't going away. So you either get on the fucking wave or you fucking get taken out with it, because we're not putting up with fucking assholes, scammers, pieces of shit, people that treat their animals like shit and their customers and think they're better than anybody. There's no room for you here. You know what? Love and be happy and promote and be positive and support people and share your experience. You know, you don't have to tell them all your fucking secrets, but you know, don't let somebody sit there and suffer because you wouldn't want that to fucking happen to you, because I've had it happen to me and I don't want that to happen to anyone. So,
well, and ultimately, often the animals suffer, and you know that's
100%.
That should never happen
because people are afraid to ask a question because like Facebook, like it's almost like I wish there was a forum that we would go on there and people would go on.
It used to be like a Big Brothers thing where there's little baby keepers.
Even better if you had something and you said something and you put a question on and someone treated you like shit. Your fucking address would come up and then fucking people could come to your fucking house. I guarantee you fucking change your fucking tone. Because I'm playing all over the motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I love that. I love that.
Mutation Creation didn't make anything crazy this year. Nobody knocked out 75 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Shove that keyboard so far up their fucking ass. You know? I get more fucking probably views doing that than fucking making these awesome animals, buddy. You know, fuck that. I would. Like, hi, you're a piece of shit. Blah, 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 and that's my address. Fucking mommy, someone's coming. Lock the door. That's fun. It'd be fucking hilarious, man. That'd be fucking awesome. Imagine that. Imagine the fucking person's face, like, yeah, fuck you, boop, and your fucking address shows up. Michael Smith. Hi, I'm so sorry. Like, it'd be so sick. Don't worry, dude. I'm coming for you. I'm on my way now, motherfucker. Fucking crying. Like, it'd be awesome.
Well, there's a couple people. There was a motherfucker that, well, first off, let me tell you, Elizabeth Lemon sent a $2 super chat. Thank you so much.
She said, great live tonight. Thanks for all the advice.
And somebody else, Richie's Recessive, asked if anyone else is having trouble sending a super chat. So thank you for the attempt, Richie. We really appreciate it. But back in 99, I did a trade for a tarantula. I had bred these tarantulas. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know the story that's coming.
This guy, when it was all said and done, he sent me a bill for the shipping. And I said, so I called him up. I said, hey, what is this shipping bill for? He said, well, I had to pay for shipping. I said, I had to also. He said, yeah, but I paid more money. I said, well, I put extra spiders in there just in case something like this would happen. He said, well, all right, well, let me think about it. So I get a bill once a week for about a year, and then about once a month for another 2 years for $6 fucking. And I still remember this guy's name, and he still attends shows in Florida.
Didn't he send you to collections for that?
No, not this dude. And I will find this motherfucker someday, and I will bitch. I hear he's a midget. I'm gonna bitch slap him. I'm gonna get him.
Wow.
I still am holding a grudge from that. He's probably forgotten all about it, but I haven't.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't understand some people. I really believe. I mean, I've been. I haven't always been this way. You change. You do different things and you learn. When I was younger, I always used to love. I love the fight. I wouldn't say I love the fight, but fight went in, I'm down. Like, I learned to fight. I used to have a gym. I used to, take MMA and mostly kickboxing, Thai boxing. So, I can take a punch. I can give a punch. I'm pretty good and I can move around and definitely move around like, woo. But, yeah. And, it's not always the right way to do things. Sometimes it's necessary. but you change, things used to fucking, I wasn't a hothead, but people would say something, it would get to me. And especially to the point where, because I have I'm different and I'm hyper. I always had, oh, that guy, yeah, he's always on something. Like, what are you on, dude? I'm like, I'm not. Yeah, you got to be on something. It's like, holy fuck. Like, what do you do? Are you a biker? I'm like, no, I'm a fucking, used to have a tattoo shop. It's like, oh, you look like a fucking biker, dude. You a drug dealer? Like, no, I fucking, it just gets to you so much, right? And it, if you hear it once in a while, it sort of, goes in one ear and out the other. But when it's always in your face, you meet new people. Oh, hey, well, what are you on? Like, the fuck, can you get any shit? You look like you know someone. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're just so judged. So I've changed quite a bit, and some things get me really hot really fast, but I can breathe and think. Even when, especially when it comes to your business, when I get into confrontation with someone, even if it's bad, I mean, I'm pretty professional to the point where I'm I'm pissed the fuck off, and but I'm also professional because I've built an incredible company, something that I love, and it's gonna be here forever. And I don't want to ruin it because of certain things. But I know that when you do something, every action has a reaction. And even going back with that bullshit that me and JP went through, I knew when I made that sign, it was going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? And I did it. And, I got a lot of repercussion back, but, I knew that I was doing it. But moving forward, now seeing what I did, I probably wouldn't do that again, even if something, was like that. But at the time, I still knew that, when I did something, something's going to come back. And you really got to think about that, especially with your business and moving forward, that you're always going to get someone you're going to hate. Someone's going to do something to you. And you just got to sort of, think the best way to move forward from it, because dwelling in it doesn't do anything for anybody, especially you. So.
Well, this motherfucker.
I feel the fucking burn coming from Marita's eyes right now.
Well, this
that
guy,
only happened in 1999. It's not that much time has passed.
It's only 21 years.
We found out a few years ago this guy ripped off a college for about $800. He promised them some orb weavers, and then they paid him, and they never saw the spiders. So he's not a very nice guy.
Well, what was funny was he said, "Oh yeah, I'll collect those this summer. I'm going to this and such area where there are no orb weavers." But a big shout out to
Marvel Balls.
Marvel Balls for dropping in the chat. And they said, "Great live, love Billy, favorite UK female here." So she won a beauty.
That's Kayla. Yeah, she's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's
so
it's 11. It's 4 a.m, Kayla. Holy fuck!
Oh my gosh, she's a trooper.
She's awesome. Yeah, she comes to all of it. She's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean, my the love for the that I have, and the love that I get from the people from the UK, it's amazing. Like
that's so cool.
Awesome. And I get a lot of instead of the sexual harassment. It's always like, "Hey, Billy," and I get a lot of it, and it's weird because it's mostly from men. "Hey, man, you got me in this hobby. I got out of it, and you inspire me." Or me and my kid got me to watch you, and hey, wow, it's more people reaching out to me to thank me, or just
that's awesome.
Don't let those fucking haters piss you off. Like, you're awesome, never change, and it's more of a support. Like, people reach out to me to say, "Hey, you're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. Love what you're doing. Love the new facility. You guys are amazing." And that's what I get, which is awesome. And it's something that I can't believe, being me, doing what I've loved, and how I got here, and just being me and doing what I love inspires so many people. And it's awesome because those people that I inspire, with them putting work in and listening to myself and other breeders that are that are helping, and other people that are new to the hobby that sort of, become a part of the community and work with each other. They can push themselves and learn and get from A to B a lot faster without all the fucking hiccups that everybody makes. The faster they come into the community, we can get our hands in them. Oh, don't buy 40 males and 3 females. You know, make sure you do this. Oh, buy your males a year later, get your females first, and do this and do that. And then they're not making as many mistakes. They're not losing money. They're not losing time, and they feel a part of it, and they feel that they're, you know, sort of protected, and people are out, and that's what we're doing. So it's great, and I don't know. I just love this hobby. It's so sick. I'm never going anywhere.
Well, having been in it since the 90s, we've watched this transformation, and you know, I mean, we're firm believers that it's people like you that are helping to cultivate this change. You're at the forefront, you're on the front lines. And so we want to thank you. And obviously we love and support you. You're amazing. You're so amazing.
I mean, I'm just being myself, right? And you know, I mean, not everybody has to love it, like snakes or tarantulas or spiders. And well, tarantulas are spiders. You know, dragons or be dragons, Jesus, reptiles, lizards, you know, and if we can actually do what we love and have people support us, awesome. If people are out there that don't support us, then don't tune in. Don't put your 2 cents in. And that's what just bothers me. It's like, you know, you're into this. Cool. You don't see me going and wasting my time going, oh, wow, you do this? That's stupid. You should do this. It makes no sense. Like if you put the amount of time into doing what you love to do instead of fucking coming into our world and fucking shitting on us, you'd probably be way better and happier at your own fucking shit. Because I'd rather put more time into my shit and what I love and lives and my animals, my customers, my friends, my knowledge, my everything, than waste time. Oh, I could be on here helping somebody. Oh no, let me go on to some fucking bullshit fucking cat person's channel and fucking tell them they're morons. Why would what the fuck does that do for you or for them? It's just, it's stupid. It's like you're looking for those type of people will never get anywhere because they don't have the right mindset, and they wonder why, oh, my ball python collection isn't good, or oh, I can never do anything, because you're not fucking putting your effort into stupid fucking shit when you should be putting it into the right shit. That's fucking drives me nuts. It's like, wow, fucking people. Oh. you gotta love them and you gotta fucking hate them too. But it's just like, wow. But you get to choose. That's the thing. You can choose who you like.
Right.
You know? And that's what sucks. Like what Brian was saying is, if I liked you guys, but I know you fucking, you know, hung out with the, you know, Jay, I'm like, well, I fucking hate that guy, so I can't like you either because you like him. Fucking, so like we get fucking grade 5. Like, wow. You know, it's nap time. Go get your crackers and juice and fucking go to sleep for an hour. Like, what the fuck? Grow the fuck up, people. Like, wow. You know, if you don't like someone, cool. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that I don't like, but when I'm beside them, I'll shake their hand, say that, and I walk away from them. You know, but if they were open their mouth and say something, I tell them the same shit that I would behind their back. Right. You know, but why bring it up? Hey, how you doing? Cool. Hey, cool. Good. You know, I'm not spending fucking 4 hours. I'm like, hey, cool, Bob. And then I can walk away. And then I'll just say, oh, I fucking hate that guy, you know, but it is what it is. Right. But I can be cordial and cool and, hey, awesome. Cool. You know, why bring in extra drama, you know? You know, but when there's people out there that I can't stand, or they're doing something wrong or something, I mean, I'll go out there. I don't want to bully, but I will fucking give my opinion, and people like it or they don't, but it's my opinion. You don't like it, then it's mine. Fuck off. That's how it is. You know, just like you have an opinion and you're allowed to have it. Who the fuck am I to say, oh, you can't be like that? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I can? Who the fuck am I to tell you you're not? Shut the fuck up. Keep going. Do what you got to do. That's how it should be. You know, more people just got to understand that. You know, and the people that don't, I mean, you see those type of people, they're always in the same spot. They're always there. They're always bitching. They're always miserable. They're cool, man. I was like that. Look at me now. You know, change your fucking mindset, move forward, and you need to do.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
I tell my wife that shit so much because I'll do that. You know what I mean? Like I'll get into that negative headspace for like
we all do
a day, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I look at my wife. Yeah, I look at my wife and I'm like, hey, I was fucked up today. I'm sorry. Whatever I said, like, not to her, but like to people, I was like, you're gonna hear backblast from what fucking happened. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be a nice person again. Make sure I stay nice.
Yeah,
And
we
she's
all
like, I
do
got
it.
you.
It's just, it's human. I mean, you
Your
can't.
mindset breeds your fucking reality.
It fucking does. If you think you're going to have a shitty day, I guarantee you're going to have a shitty day. You know why? Because that's all you're thinking about. Stay fucking positive. And you know what? It might not fucking happen, but you know what? It'll come. You know, we all have shitty days. We all have bad days. We all have fucking stress, anxiety, depression at some level, at some point. You know, something goes wrong and, oh my God, my cat died. You know, oh my God, my mom's in the hospital. Holy fuck. You know, my boyfriend just left me, you know, for a girl, of course. I'm just letting that out there. You know? What the fuck? His boyfriend is nothing now. And just put it out there. But anyways, you know, shit happens to people and you expect to just fucking go, oh yeah, everything's great. No, I mean, that fucking takes a toll on people. You know, you got to get out of that somehow, you know? And I mean, I know a lot of people that come on here have depression and anxiety and being a part of this. Wow, you know what? That bad day just went away. I forgot about it. Oh, fuck, I had a shitty day an hour ago. Holy fuck, I totally forgot. You know, because we fucking help them out of it. And, you know, I hope we do anyways. I mean, you know, I'm not on here trying to be, you know, the person to help. Hey, I'm helping mental illness. I mean, I have a mental illnesses. I'm not in here trying to promote it and saying, hey, I can fix it by coming into the reptile community. No, but it does. But I'm not here doing it. I'm doing it because this is what I just love to do and talk about. And it's something that I have and I see. And I get a lot of people saying, hey, I was depressed and this. And, you know, there's so many things that this community is doing besides making money, breeding snakes, making animals. There's so much more to this whole fucking that people can't fucking open their mind up to see. Oh, that doesn't happen. You want to read fucking 400 fucking emails in the last year? What I get of how I've saved someone from killing themselves. They've got, you know, they were fucking alcoholics and they were, you know, shit on their family. And now because of, you know, my channel and Brian's and a few other people's, he's into this. Now he hasn't had a drink in 9 months and him and his family do this and that they love it. And, you know, I saved his life and I have hundreds of those. So don't fucking tell me that, you know, just what we do is not, you know, go fuck yourself, you know, take the blinders off and open up to a, you know, a bigger world because it is so much out there that, you know, people are so negative and it fucking sucks. But, you know, I've been there. I've been a negative person. I've been a depressed person. I've been all of it. And everyone has at some point. You can't just go through life going, oh, hey, oh, your parents just got killed in a car accident. Oh, okay, let's go get a burger. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's where something's wrong with you. You have that kind of attitude. Like, shit happens, man. You know, you have animals, they die. You get sad. You get hurt. Friends, families, lovers, like, you know, boyfriends, husbands, kids. Shit fucking happens. And you know what? People, you know, there's no fucking on and off mode. It happens. You deal with it. Some people deal with things in a lot differently. You just got to find that fucking right space and get out of it and push forward, be positive. You know, it sucks, but this industry does way more than fucking people give it credit. And even the people in this industry don't even realize the power we have by helping people, making their day. I fucking wear a shirt and say, hey, fucking this guy. 2 fucking seconds out of my life. And I can change someone's fucking day positively and go, holy fuck, Billy just said my name. Holy fuck.
Right.
How fucking hard is it to fucking do that, people? It drives me nuts. Like, oh, I can't do that. Why? Like, you know, you got a contract with somebody to say you can't fucking help somebody. You can't say another name. Like, who the fuck are you? It's crazy. Something so fucking small makes such a big impact on somebody. People don't.
Well, you're out. You're reaching some people now. We have some more people in the super chat who want to say something to you. So we've got Elizabeth who said, thanks for inspiring, supporting, and making 2020 awesome. And she dropped some money for Chad, she said. Richie's Recessive said, Billy, thanks for inspiring, supporting us noobs, and making 2020 awesome. So there is no doubt. Even if we didn't make any money off our channel, the outreach, the aspect of outreach is very powerful.
It's our main reason that we do it.
Well, and of course, education and conservation as well. Ultimately, you're saving animals' lives by teaching people how to care for them, and also teaching people that snakes and that these other animals are not evil. They're not bad. They're not dangerous. We get people that write us all the time that said, you know what? We live in the Southwest. There's snakes. Oh, anytime I used to see a snake, I used to kill it. But
Yeah.
now we see you handling them. You guys keep them. You breed them. And, I mean, even if sometimes they bite you on camera and you're not afraid of them, they're not hurting you. And, some of them are actually really beautiful and cool. So now I don't want to keep a snake, but when I see snakes, I just leave them alone now. Or,
yeah,
like you
it's
said,
smart. It's seeing, we're they get to see a different side of it instead of being so one-sided. And it's great. Everything we do, but there are some channels out there that do things that it's fucking edgy. And I mean, it's, but, hopefully they realize it when enough people sort of say it. You know what? This isn't good,
right.
And that's another thing too, is one of the reasons why I love to just point and shoot and not edit is I want people to see real. I want to see reaction. I want to see, oh, there's poo in there. Oh my God, that's going to kill it. Like, what the fuck do you learn that from? Here's what happens. And when you start getting animals and they do that, you're happy because that means they ate and their body functions are working.
Exactly.
Healthy, now if you let it sit for 7 fucking months and let it grow where that's the bedding, you're a fucking idiot and you deserve a fucking smack and that animal taken away. But you know what I mean? Like, you need to learn this stuff. And it's funny about you saying how a snake bites. I did a video probably 2 weeks ago. And here's the thing, we film in advance, so I don't know if it's already out. I think it is.
Yeah.
But I had a little hatchling. I went to reach in and it went to bite me and I went, oh, and I just natural reaction and it got onto me and it flew behind me.
Oh.
And I'm like, oops, picked up the little guy. I'm like, see, he's still fine. But it's gonna happen. You know how many people, especially kids or first time, they're still new to it. They hold the snake and the snake doesn't even bite them. It just sort of lunges and they're like, whoa, when they drop it, and it's like, it happens, unfortunately. But, it's, I wasn't expecting it. I'm not going to sit there on purpose and say, I'm going to get these animals fucking bite me and I'm going to fling it behind me and get more views. Hell no. I mean, that's not the point, but it's real. But, it's just people need to see the good, the bad of this industry. It's coming. If it doesn't happen to you this year, it's going to happen down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. And the more you have, the more it happens or the more chances that's going to happen to you. You might as well be prepared, and learn from us. And believe me when I say you're going to have animals that you're going to have to assist feed. If you're breeding year after year and making babies,
I
you're
know.
gonna have to learn whether you like it or feel comfortable or not. You have to save the animal's life. You got to learn how to cut the umbilicus cord. And do things properly. So you got that one right, Jay? I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh shit!
Billy, you're a dick. No, I mean you need to watch and learn because things are going to happen to you at some point. And watching me, watching Miguel, other new people that are coming up, your channel. I mean, there's stuff that everyone is going to learn or find something new that, oh, I didn't know that. And especially even these live streams, there's stuff that we talk about that I'm like, oh my God, I never even heard of that before. Cool. And it's great by being involved in podcasts, lives, even being, watching other people's things now because people share like, hey, this just happened to me. I had a prolapse and I took it here and this is how you, oh, cool, because that'll happen at some point.
Right.
The more you watch, the more you learn. And you could be watching this and I could be saying something that, I've never even heard of that, Gene. It happens all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy the amount of stuff out there that we still don't know. And it's fucking right next door to you. And it's like, oh, I didn't even know that. Like, or people that, your neighbor, he could be one of the biggest ball python breeders in your area. And you're just starting out and like, holy fuck, you're cooking, on a grill one day. And it's like, hey, what the hell, man? Oh yeah. Oh, I got to go clean some snakes. Oh, you have snakes? Oh yeah, I got 500 of them. It's like, fuck, I got 40 of them. What? You never know, man.
Right.
So crazy how this world is and what people do in it. And it's mad. It's crazy. And
it's amazing.
That's why I fit in so well, because I'm just crazy.
Well, we love you, Billy. We thank you so much for coming on tonight. I mean, so many comments about, I mean, you're inspiring me, and I feel like we're like hitting the grind every day, and now I'm like, I want to do it more, which
Yeah, and I mean, if it's something you love and you see it and you start, it's hard to do it if you don't have any positivity and you don't
right.
see something. If you, it's like going to a job every single year. Oh, I love my new job. I love my job. And then 5 years later, it's like, same fucking job, no raise. If there's nothing pushing you to keep elevating, you fucking hate it. And that's
Yeah.
why I need to keep creating new stuff, buying
Mhm.
extra jeans or making new stuff, because years to come, I need to get that satisfaction and seeing myself move forward. If I'm
Mhm.
just, if I today was producing the same stuff I did in 2016, I wouldn't be so excited right now. It's
Yeah.
and that's just me. But I tell you one thing, if you enjoy what you're doing and you get a lot of positivity and you see yourself, even if you're moving forward slowly, it's better than
Mhm.
staying still or moving backwards.
Right.
You want to move ahead as fast as you, not as fast as you can, as much as you can, because you are going to get knocked down a bit. But
Right.
as long as you keep moving forward, get knocked down a bit. If you start getting knocked down, you're always under it. It's not good. So you have to keep learning and trying new things, putting the time in. Good things come when you actually work and put your work and put effort in and learn and experience. There's nothing like experience in this industry, working with live animals, because
Oh
something,
yeah.
um, now I'm experienced. If I ever have that, I know what to do. I wouldn't panic as much. I
Mhm.
didn't know what to do with this fucking thing's dead. Like, I thought it was fucking dead. Now
Right.
with experience, I know what to do, and I can calm someone else down. Hey, guess what? No, it's not. Don't cry. I mean, I know it's sad, and I understand. I've been there. Do this. Watch tomorrow. You're gonna, have a different, have a smile on your face, and you're gonna be so happy. Trust me. And I just hope it fucking does come alive, because it's still dead, Billy. You're a fucking asshole. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I meant well, but you never know, right? But
Right.
you just want to have your experience, because when something happens, you have to make a split decision, and
Mhm.
you want to make the right one. And experience, or having people to reach out to quickly that can get back to you, will make that that decision the right one, hopefully. So
Well, I have one more question for you.
shoot.
What project are you most excited about in 2021?
Monsoon pied combos.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got let's see, leopard, yellow belly special, double het monsoon pied. I've got a few. Um, Special leopard, yellow belly. Leopard special, double het monsoon pied. So 1 in 16, but the combos that I can hit are crazy.
Mhm.
A lot of DG ghost.
Mhm.
Oh my god, enhancer. I'm a fucking DG ghost. What an idiot. Oh, I need a coffee. Is what I need. Like, the last thing you need really is a coffee. No, I need a coffee. Enhancer ghost. Holy shit! I'm saying it again, man. Enhancer clown combos. Fuck, it's so hard. You know. So to be my first ones, a lot of clown pie, a lot of double and even triple recessive stuff this year. And then a lot of super asphalt combos, super asphalt clowns, super asphalt pieds, freeway clowns, freeway pieds, a lot of stuff that's taken me 3 to 4 years that I actually
Mhm.
finally, if a few more meals later in the year, I should be able to hit those that I started in 2017 and 18. A lot of cryptic and desert gold stuff,
Mm.
combos. So I really I don't know the exact, because we haven't really had time. It's something we've slacked on, but we're really I printed off the list of all the animals and the males that are breeding this year, and we just got to put them
Mhm.
together. We ultrasounded 350 females, and I think 70 of them are starting to build. So we're going to start pairing this week or this weekend, early next week. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of There's another one right on the top of my head that I'm excited. Of course, I can't be really excited about it if I forgot already, right?
You are. You're so excited.
No, just because when you start thinking of all the pairings, and I'm like, oh my god, like, one of the animals that just I got a lot of special clown combos coming. I think that's really cool.
Nice.
But yeah, just moving my collection forward. Most of the pairings, I would say 40 to 50%. I'm shooting for stuff for the future. So triple, quadruple hets and combos, a lot of like double and triple super stuff I'm trying to shoot for this year. Hold back for future, because eventually I want to go back. And this is the first year that I don't have any het pied combo stuff in my rack, except I think I have that are maybe 3 or 4 gene het pied females breeders. Everything like 2 gene and single gene and just common het pieds, I've got rid of. So now they're all replaced with like OD yellow belly pieds, orange beam leopard pied, yellow belly pastel pied, het clown. So now going to those animals are key to start getting the stepping stone. But in say 5 years from now, I don't want to have anything sort of het. I want to have clown pied combos. I want to have ghost clown combos. If they are het, it's going to be a double visual or a triple visual het or 66% het. But I'm just trying to move to that where I'm shooting for the stars, but I have a whole army that one of them is going to fucking hit. And it's just, you hit, if you have 50 projects that way and you hit 10 or even 5, you're over the moon. Like, I missed 45, but these 5 motherfucker, woo! Like, so I'm so used to having great clutches, and then the odd stuff that I'm chasing and I miss, and then I miss, and then I miss. Then you finally hit, and it's such a great feeling that I want to have that feeling on a better, bigger scale.
Right.
So, and that's where I'm trying to move my collection, because that's where the industry is going. Desert ghost pieds, desert ghost clowns. I mean, they're 8 to 10K a piece, and you know what? The 4 or 5 that get put up for sale fly out within 10 seconds. So I'm trying to make it where I'm hitting 4 or 5 combos, and I've got 15 for sale. But that's going to take 3 to 5 years. Well, I'm already in the process of getting there and getting better odds. So it's just crazy where we're going with this. What did you hit this year, Billy? I had great odds. I hit a lavender clown pied Ultramel cryptic sunset. Holy fuck, Billy! Yeah, not my time, but you can dream, right? But imagine that kind of shit. Like, what the fuck? We have I have 5 breeder male quadruple hets. I mean quadruple visual, not triple visuals. So they're all different too. So 5 triple visual recessive males, and some are combos. And Steve Russis was the first person to hit the quad recessive. So it has been done. Odds are crazy. He's probably been working on that for 7 years plus. Finally hit it, but he started years ago. So that's why I want to be in 5 to 7 or 10. Like, if you don't have it in your rack growing up, you'll never have them on eggs breeding, trying to get that ridiculous odd. So
I can't even fathom that shit right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the more you think of it, it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Every female I have to hit that I miss is 66% possible double or triple head. Here's a visual sick. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
One of the fucking clutches I have in here, one isn't even like a recessive at all. It was just like, I like the way these look, so I'm gonna fucking do it. The other one's a single gene to a recessive because I have to start my heads.
Yep.
Like, I'm not gonna get anywhere unless I do it, but just
and it's one of those things that you just got to keep doing. Like, I didn't start with this shit. I said, now I have a chance to do this. I've never regretted taking the long route. Never. It sucks. But when you get there, sorry. No,
go ahead.
I said, actually, I don't even know what I said. You threw me off. Thanks for fucking.
You said you don't like to take the long route. You'd rather just buy.
I was going to say, I think that learning how to, starting with a normal, getting a snake, raising it up. I mean, that whole process, I feel like, is key to becoming a successful breeder.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The people who have bought in Miguel, for example, the guy did amazing research. He dropped some cash. He got up there. But it's not like he didn't do the work. He jumped a decade ahead of a bunch of people. But it really drives me nuts when people want to just invest, not do the work, and expect to get the success. So I have mad respect for anybody. Yeah, for anybody who has a small collection with just a few genes and you're getting started. And John, I know you're not just getting started because you've been in it for a while, but that's the way to do it.
3 years in. I'm
but you find your
just
way.
getting started.
But the thing is you've got 3 years in. Don't ever think that all those years or what you've done or what you've noticed it isn't worth anything. It definitely is. It'll probably save you in many different situations where, oh, you know what? That's not going to bother me. Or people stress about the stupidest little things, and that distracts them from the bigger things that are more important. So,
right.
you know, by doing where you're at and here, you know, people already know who you are. You're building your following. You know how to care for animals. You're breeding them. You're going to get more success every year. You're going to do better and better. And everything that you've done from, you know, when you started to this point, it's going to come in handy somewhere. And you're going to go, holy fuck, thank God I knew that. Or thank God I did that. Or, oh, it's funny how experience just, it's almost like somebody's there, you know, just pushing you. Like, oh, where the fuck did that come from? Okay, I'm just, you know, you just feel this little push, and it's the experience that just gives you that little push ahead. And I don't know if people can fathom it or understand where I'm coming from, but I don't know. You just got to get there, you know, and something will come up, and you're going to go, like a police officer that, you know, or someone that, you know, that shoots a gun, or a security officer. You know, if something comes in, it's just natural. You know what I mean? They know how to do it. Or an MMA fighter. Someone goes to throw a punch, they just know how to block it. It's natural. Same thing here. You know what to do, the feeding, the response, taking the animal out, it just comes into play at some point, and you're like, holy fuck, like you react quick and you don't even know you're doing it, but it's the experience that you've gotten to this point that just, you know, I'm probably sounding crazy, but it's like a natural reaction that you do. It's because of the experience. So don't ever undermine, oh, I did this for 3 years, I did it wrong. Right, but you still are in it and you've done it. They're alive, they're growing. Now you need to know, here's a new piece of information. Add this, change a few things. Holy fuck, look where it's taking me. Add some more, do this, buy a more powerful animal. Holy fuck, look where it's taking me. Stepping stones. So, you know, people can do this for 10 years, you know, as hobbyists. And then they turn it, and the next thing you know, they're being successful. How the fuck are they so successful? They've only been in it for a year. No, they've been in it for 10 years, but they've been breeding for a year. But the fucking 10 years of experience helped elevate them where, you know, something happens. They're like, oh, yeah, I just didn't eat this thing. It's okay. Well, other people are like, oh, my God, my animal hasn't eaten. They're freaking out. And meanwhile, all the other animals aren't eating because you're freaking over one. And, you know, it's just experience is fucking key. And it will come into play. And you're going to go, oh, now I know what the fuck Bailey's talking about. Holy fuck. It's second nature. You know, like when I grab a snake to sex it, how the fuck do you do it? Like, I can use it with one hand. I can grab it with one hand and pop it. People are like, how come it's not coming out? Experience. I just grab it and go, holy fuck, Billy. It blows their mind. It's because it's the experience. It's like second nature for me to pop a snake with one hand without even holding. People are trying to bend it this way, and I can't do it because you got to work on it. Experience. Same shit. Animal comes out attached to the sack. Here you go. Snip, snip, done. It's like 5 seconds. People are like, oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, I can't touch it. Oh my God. It's freaky. You know, assist feeding an animal. I can do it in a minute or two. Not harmful. No regurg. It's nice and calm. Awesome. Other people try it. They're jamming it in too fast or too hard. Experience. It'll come. And everything will be second nature, and you don't even know you did it. You're just like, holy fuck. Other people go, how did you do that so quick? That's awesome. Holy fuck. I fucking struggle and do this. And experience. Don't underestimate it, you know?
You're the man, Billy. We love you.
Thanks, man. I try, you know, just being real, right? Like, I mean, I like to share my stories and my experiences. I don't know everything. And when I do, I'm not going to try to bullshit my way through it. I don't have no idea. Never heard of it. Don't know much about it. that's just how it is, right? I don't expect to know everything. I don't want to know everything. I want to learn. I want to keep building. I want to keep learning. I want to keep growing. I want to keep getting better. And that's another key thing this year and probably the year after. I want to become a better breeder. I want to, learn to, get them as much out of it as possible, and know my collection better and know more about it quicker instead of trying to figure stuff out. I want to just be, just a better breeder and learn more about the animals and start learning more scientific aspects of animals and why things happen. Now that I can put my full-time effort into this, I want to bring like a vet in once a month and, ask questions, look at the stool. What's this? How come this happens? And just learn. How come this one doesn't shed all the time perfectly? Oh, well, because it doesn't have enough of this. And sometimes the cell, oh, cool. I want to learn this so I can pass it on to people. There's a reason why. Why does this animal never fucking shed properly? Why? There's got to be a reason. Oh, it just doesn't. Well, fuck, everyone else does in the rack. I got to fuck it. Like, why doesn't this one? There's got to be a reason. I want to know why. I want to dig a little deeper.
Wow, that'd be amazing content.
I'm trying, right? That's what I'd like to do. That's all my goal. Be better at what I do and understand more. People are like, what's parthenogenesis mean? All I know is she just, had a clutch on her own with no male sperm and blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't know. It's just a big word and I memorized it. Like, I don't know scientifically. Well, why does it happen? Well, because of the blah, 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 and the stimuli. And I'd like to know that, where I sound cool, but I don't. It's like, I don't know. It just happens. It's called parthenogenesis. And that's about as much as I know. No male sperm. They just, I want to dig deeper and know. 18 years, I'm in a spot now where I can fucking learn, and I better, or I'm just a fucking idiot.
Right.
So
awesome. You guys have
we
any?
Could Google that, but I can tell you Genesis is birth. I forgot what
Genesis is where a female reproduces without a male.
Yeah. Well, I know what the term means, but I'm saying, like,
but why
there used to be a point where I was able to break it down because I've been medical for fucking 8-9 years of my life. Like, there used to be a point where you could tell me a Latin term as far as medical, and I could break it down to like the exact
stigmata.
Yeah, exactly what it means. So I could tell you Genesis means birth.
Oh, cool.
Right.
But
I didn't even know
I can't
that.
tell you what Bartho means.
New, doesn't it? Genesis means new, doesn't it?
No, it's so in the medical term, it should be off of birth. It means birth of.
What does pneumonotropic silicon volcano mean?
Suck a dick. That's what it means.
No, it's eat a dick, right, Dad?
Oh, there were also some people in the comment feed requesting others to eat a V. So things got a little dirty tonight, but that's okay. Thank you so much for being on here, Big Boss. You are the man.
Thank you.
I dream of visiting you one day. I hope that happens.
Like, I'm definitely like, even now, we jammed 40, 50 people in the old facility. It was still good times, but it got hot and, it was a little crowded. Now,
God, your new place is amazing. Oh, I like
to host people and to have.
Makes my head spin.
Yeah, I love it, and there's a lot of new things coming to the facility. That's just like, why did you do that? Because I can. It's like, you're fucking. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So that front counter when you first walk in, you can have a coffee bar there because I'll never leave. I do have cappuccino maker. I'm gonna probably get some. We're actually thinking of getting like a juice bar. I got a place where I can actually have like a keg on tap. It's crazy what we can do like at that place.
Awesome.
I'm waiting for the opportunity to take your high score on Galaga.
Yeah, I got to get better at it. I used to play it a lot. You know what I just realized? That you can actually get one of your ships to be taken up and then shoot and get
double ship.
Holy fuck, now I'm double shipping. I'm killing it now. I'm like, oh fuck, I just learned. I love learning new shit. It's crazy.
You're good at everything, Billy.
No, I'm not good at everything. I try to get better and everybody can. Even if you're the best at something, you can always be better.
That's true.
There's no plateau on anything. Wayne Gretzky was incredible. He was probably one of the best. He could still have been better. Everyone can do better. Everyone can push themselves. You believe in yourself, you push yourself, you sacrifice things, you have to have a drive, you have to have a passion. If you don't, why the fuck you doing it? You know?
Okay.
And that's just it. Everybody can be better, and I like to get better at things. And you think about it, you start something, even a video game. You play a video game you've never played, you're gonna suck. You play again, oh, I remember this fucking guy's gonna turn around the corner, fuck you, bam, hey fucker, and then there's another guy, motherfucker, and you keep learning and growing. 5 years playing the same game, you're a fucking pro. You can do it with your eyes closed. You need to work. It's like everything else, even in this business, even in this hobby, even caring for these animals. You learn and oops, I can't do that. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, you learn and get better. And that's where experience comes in. It's fucking there right in front of you. You do it every day. You get better at something every single day. The more you drive, the more confident you are, the better you get. So it's just doing the shit and not making excuses and just pushing forward. And
Awesome.
You will see results, especially if you're doing the right thing. And if you don't see the results, try to find out why you're not getting the results. And everything is an equation. Everything, I can probably breed better. I could probably keep my, in 15 years from now, there could be a better rack out there that fucking fills the water bowl, that,
Right.
mists when it needs, automatic fucking, who knows anything can get better. Like,
Right.
20 years ago, we had tanks. What the fuck is rack? Oh my God, look at these racks. These are crazy. Like when a rack came out, we were like, we can keep them in that? What about the lights? You don't need fucking lights. They're nocturnal. Are you sure? Like we were fucking amazed. I had all these fucking tanks and like, rack, holy shit. Then he went to a rack and I'm like, holy fuck, these things are fucking doing way better. Motherfucker, they're eating all the time. Wow. It was sick. And now dark tubs. Oh my God. Deli cup holders. Oh my God. That's like the best in sliced bread, So it was crazy. I've seen everything evolve. It always gets better. Even the coconut husk, there's coconut wars, but some's good. Some's okay. Some's better. You pay for it. And some people, that's okay. I see difference in quality, but you pay for it. There's probably going to be better substrate down the road. You never know. Right. I mean, we keep evolving. So don't just think like this is it, man. There's always something more, even with yourself. You think you're happy and content. I'm not happy and content with Mutation Creation. I'm happy and content, but I shouldn't say that. I'm happy, but I'm not content because I know my potential's way more. I know my team with them and all of us together, our potential is more. What we can do is way better. And we just got to get situated in order to start putting that into play. And it's not like, getting here, it's little steps. Oh, we did that wrong. Let's go back here and start going. Like you find your way, just don't give up, man, and be positive, believe in yourself, do what what you love and don't listen to other people's negative shit,
Right.
Because if I did, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now and loving and being the way I am in with my life and in my situation right now. So that's it.
Awesome. Well, admiration and love. And thank you again so much. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat.
Yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. I mean, you guys are going to get sick of me. I'm also on Saturday.
Not even close.
Yeah, Saturday I'm on Antoine at High Desert Pythons. I'll be on his thing on Saturday. Awesome. So man, I'm just here yapping away, doing what I love.
Well, there's a lot
you guys have me on.
There's a lot of Tarantula people on here. So if somebody wants to check you out, how do they find you on social media?
Billy at onlyfans.com. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, that's where it gets real.
No, I had to do that.
I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for the day where one of the males in the industry.
Why don't you guys? What
I heard Kevin
waiting for it.
I heard Kevin McCurley opened one up. Brian said it. I don't know if he was joking, but I mean,
that is funny.
Kevin's a wild man.
I wouldn't put it past that crew. That shit's fucking.
I won't be looking, but if someone's out there to confirm it, you never know, right? But Kevin's awesome as well. That's another guy I want to get on my podcast or on some sort of thing. Talking to him, I met him a few years back to back at the CRBE. I think 2013 and 14, and that's the last 2 times I've ever seen him in person. But yeah, he's a cool dude, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Mutation Creation Canada, and my website is mutationcreation.com.
Awesome. And we'll link all those in the description box for everybody who's watching this after the live. Okay, multiple people are confirming that Kevin McCurley does have an OnlyFans. So any of you interesting folks out there who want to see exclusive content of Kevin McCurley, here's your chance.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, thanks for having me. Thank you, everybody that showed up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just love what I do, and I love everybody that supports me, and I'm there to support everyone else. And I love the way that people are supporting each other. And this industry, like I said, there's a big wave, and we're all riding it. And anyone that doesn't want to ride it is just gonna get fucking washed up over. I mean, we're not going anywhere. This ain't gonna change. We're not going back to fucking dinosaur ages that I had to start. And I'm glad I could be one of those people promoting it and doing what I do, and having other people sort of mimic and copy what I've started, or what I'm one of the people that started, and just keep doing it, because it's what we need, and it's beneficial for everyone and all of us, including myself. So, and don't ever think that you know everything and you're at your best, because you can always be better. And that's coming from somebody that people always say, oh, you know what, you know what? No, I don't. Like, I mean, there's so much for me more to learn, and I'm willing to, and I know that, and I'm excited to learn and get better, and then pass it on to people as well. So
right. It's also pretty much New Year's Eve. It's an hour away here, and probably already New Year's Eve some places. So happy New Year to everybody. 2020 was tough. 2021 is bound to be better. So thank you everyone for hanging in there. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.